Oh, no visuals at all. That's interesting. It would probably help if I changed it to that. That'll probably help.
That'll be beneficial, I think.
We
Yeah.
we did not Forge go through the drinking game yet. Elazar Elazar says something I'm not gonna do. I'm not gonna repeat on stream, but is funny. Just the will be okay. We got visuals now. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Excellent. This is not an audio only stream. We will be doing actual things. Scrolling back to see if anybody said anything funny. A normal cluster for interesting nerd friends. Can't wait it's 11 p.m. where I am. Oh my god, I'm so excited. There's so many things I can't scroll back far enough. Oh no. Oh no, I accidentally zoomed in on my stream setup. Ah!
Oh no.
Red Riel.
We got 25 people and we haven't even started playing the game yet.
Red Riel.
Tom, am I correct in saying you've never played this game before? Or
I haven't, but before we do, in a very funny moment, Red Riel, both of your last two messages got flagged, which is hilarious. Zach, no, I have not. I played through, I believe, most of the first chapter of this game. So I know most of what happens at the beginning, but for some reason we just like floated off and stopped playing it. You know, I think it had to do with the end of a relationship somewhere along the line. You know how it goes.
The timing checks out on that.
Yeah.
I played this game in the midst of one of my most like stressful, depressed, terrible chapters in my life, and very unfortunately, this game made it worse.
Oh no!
This is the game I turned to in my hour of need.
Oh
and it
no!
failed me tremendously.
Zach, hopefully we can make this better for the both of us. Am I correct in saying that you haven't seen the ending of this game?
I forget how many chapters in I got, but I got several chapters in.
All right.
I want to say at least 3, if not 4, and I believe there's 6 total.
I'm going White Claw, and I'm gonna go with as a 2-leaf clover. 2-leaf clover to get through this. I want you to discuss the flavor of water. Zach, what's your favorite flavor of water? I'm a pomegranate sparkling water kind of guy.
Oh goodness, that's a good. I like water with just a little bit of like a lemon lime sort of situation going on. Usually, it's literally just like a little bit of lemon juice, a little bit of lime juice is usually really satisfying.
For sure. All right, so I have this cracked moon, and I'm gonna do that, and I don't see my my bottle opener anywhere near me, so I'm gonna see if that thing that you do where you open it on the bottom of the table will come through on stream. It's possible that the stream goes down when I try to do this. Hang on, we're gonna see if I just break everything.
I should also know at the point of this game where I disappear again, because I hilariously double booked myself in a story that's quite amusing.
Oh, that was remarkably successful, by the way.
I'm trying to multitask. So we talked on the phone a couple days ago about should we do a stream this weekend, and I said, well, we talked about doing the Telltale game. There's a lot that we can talk about there. It'll be useful for future theories, and it'll be a fun thing to chatter through. And we set that up. We gave it a time, and then hours after you and I had that phone call, I have a friend of mine who had been discussing like getting out of their place. I said, well, hey, my place is always open for you if you just need to like get away like quickly. And guess what? Guess what's happening today?
Oh,
she's arriving.
Like today?
She will arrive during the stream. I will disappear briefly to say hi and help her get her bed up a flight of stairs.
That's truly phenomenal. You have to understand this.
It's not only hilarious, it's a real dedication to my craft that I'm trying to swing both. Because by all rights, I should have asked for a delay.
Okay. Well, that's excellent. I'm very excited.
Me too.
And there's a chance that when that person gets here, you're like really far from sober.
Oh god, I forgot we're playing a drinking game here.
Because the drinking game today, Zach, is every time something stupid happens.
The worst part is all I have is like vodka, so it's gonna be very bad.
Not vodka. I don't have vodka. I have
potato juice beverage.
Gray waste. Is it corn? Gray waste corn beverage. Oh, Elzord flagged that one
potato,
too.
It's potato, I'm pretty sure.
Oh yes, it's gray waste potato.
Yes.
You promised us chaos and delivered. No, the shade of the evening will be reserved for the back half of the every theory stream.
Yes.
Zach, I'm gonna press the go button.
Go for it. Let's start playing.
I'm gonna do it. I had to get in, so we missed the opening cutscene. I'm sorry, but we missed the opening cutscene because it wouldn't let me change the graphic settings until I did. So, here we go. For thousands of years, House Forrester have been loyal bannermen to House Stark. In the darkest reaches of the Wolf's Wood, they harvest the rare ironwood trees. Now the North has been ripped apart by war, and rival houses seek to claim for Iris Forrester Ironwood. The fate of House Forrester.
They decided you didn't read it fast enough, Tom. They decided you didn't read it fast enough. I'm sorry. Is that kind of something stupid happening? Because I've not even grabbed the juice beverage yet.
Yeah, if that's something stupid that I did.
Oh God, we're in for. Here's the only well-done scene in the entire game.
Already failed restart screen. I have a very gross wine that I received as a white elephant.
Kingslayer, Oathbreaker, brought to his knees by the men of the North.
Oh my God, I'm so excited.
Set free by the women. You'd think he'd done it himself the way he tells it.
we have the Garrett here, the only good character, and this is the only good scene. Actually,
Forge,
there's another good scene that also has Garrett in it.
Forge, I do not at this moment have subtitles on. I didn't want to skip the cutscene. Hang on, let's go to settings, audio, display subtitles on. There we go. Because we are going to be talking through this whole thing. Ooh,
very much.
I'm so excited.
Make sure it's spotless this time. Lord Forrester won't be happy with blood and brains all over it. Go on. It's only blood.
I love the Telltale, hesitation before doing something where you swing your arm all the way back.
I'll have one like it myself someday.
So, this is a Valerian steel sword, I'm pretty sure.
I say that as a friend.
There's no way. Oh my God, we have choices to make.
We are just a scribe.
Zach, help!
Don't be an arse.
Don't be an arse.
Apologies.
Oh no! I'm taking a drink because this whole endeavor is stupid.
Yes. Silence is always a valid option.
Yeah, the Kingslayer at the Whispering Wood.
Wow, I can't believe there's a Euron reference.
He was so drunk he barely made it out of the air. So what happened? Let him finish.
Let him finish.
Oh my God, these timers go so fast.
Maybe this wasn't the most optimal game to play in a live stream setting, but that just makes it all the more fun.
Yeah!
And round his ankle as 10 others took him down.
By the way, I'm playing on a trackpad, so if there's quick time events, we're gonna have a problem.
Lord Forrester.
Oh my gosh, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, well, most of them are button mashing quick time events, so you're probably good.
Zach Riff, I'm gonna check to make sure that the sound isn't too loud.
Alright, we're for the time being. So, like I said, I've played through a little bit before. From what I saw, this is one of the few well-done, well-written scenes, and it's because it's carried by George R. R. Martin's compelling narrative.
Bowen Marsh will remember that.
The best parts of this game are when they lean on the books, unsurprisingly. And the worst parts are when they try and tell their own story, because it sucks and is dumb.
Served House Forrester for centuries.
I mean, no ill will to the Telltale writers. They've written many things I enjoy, and this is not one of them, because it was probably just a bad idea conceptually.
That's the day the Kingslayer dragged.
I get why they would really want to tell this story, and I get you would think that trying to make a Walking Dead game would be bad, and they did a very good job of it, but it's a very small scale story that has not a ton to do with the actual comic books and TV show, aside from you running into the occasional related character, which honestly doesn't happen that much, and pretty much tells its own little story in the world. This tries to do that while also cramming in as many cameos as possible from the actors from the HBO Bad Dragon show. And it's not great. It's not great. The North remembers.
Yeah.
The North remembers.
Zach, you're talking. I'm kind of into this right now.
Why are they saying the North remembers?
Right. Oh, you're right. The North doesn't. The North doesn't remember anything yet.
We're about to figure out what the North remembers.
I could not be more proud of the man he's become.
That's like a really glaring oversight.
Courage at the bottom of their cups.
The North will remember this.
Yes, my lord.
What's to be done with you?
Yes, the North will remember this. Oh my God.
Something must be done.
What do you mean?
You've served House Forrester well for several years now, but I can't expect you to squire forever.
Oh my God.
How shall I reward your loyalty?
How
What
should
can
I
I
would?
offer you?
I
served
I
me
can't
well.
like ask for gold. I want to
Let me
fight.
fight for you, my lord.
You've more than proven your ability on the battlefield. No man would question that. There were those who had their doubts when your uncle put forth your name as my squire. But you've erased those doubts entirely.
I'm kind of
It would be
excited.
an honor to see you riding
Yeah.
by Roderick's
I
side
just,
in the vanguard
even if it's
tomorrow.
bad, I
Not as
love
a
new
squire,
content.
but as the equal of any man who
This is,
serves House
strictly
Forrester.
speaking, this is not new content,
It's well
but I
deserved,
guarantee we're going to use some of this
Your hard work has
for
paid off.
pieces.
This is
Now,
research.
keep us between us.
There's stuff in here like this was signed off on
What the other
by
squires do.
George R. R. Martin's second in command.
Now
He
go. Find
apparently
Roderick
asked George some
if you can.
questions
I will,
and
my lord.
helped them. Like he basically is the middleman between George and the Telltale writers, and had a very active role in House Forrester and crafting the characters that we see here.
Can you give me a
Which
hand?
is probably why most of the characters are a complete mess.
Come on.
Except for Garrett Tuttle here, who I actually
Oh my
I
God,
do
Zach,
like.
I do need your help on these decisions.
Means I outrank you.
You
So-
you had to make your own decisions. It's a Telltale game, right? I'm along for the ride. You decide who these characters are.
I want you to know that I'm having the best time of my life right now.
My armor.
We really are like there are no rails at this point.
While you serve the Lord. Let him fetch his own wine for once. He's a drunk, a liar,
I'm
and an
gonna
arrogant
stay
prick.
silent on this one.
You think he was the Lord the way he hands out orders?
That's a good choice. I think that's actually what I did when I first played through. Was
Chat says this game will contain the linchpin that confirms the Grumpkin theory. Yes!
Honor in the Seven Kingdoms.
unironically might. It might just be the character's personality between scenes because we're bad at consistently role playing our character.
Pig farmers.
We
I
should
think
start
this is
calling,
also like
no,
At this rate,
hold
we'll
the
never be
phone. We
more
should
than this,
start calling
which is nothing.
no commentary
lowest of the low.
playthroughs Sir Ilan plays.
For all I know, we could be squires for life.
Thank you, RIG. It's good to see you.
that's horrible. Hello, RIG.
Not me, I got promoted.
Everyone playthrough.
Oh, I ride with Roderick, my lord.
That's great.
Garrett the fucking
This game is also like the epitome of like the like lie that is the Telltale your choices matter. I think as somebody said, there's like one seriously impactful choice that means something in the end, which I believe is true.
How much further?
I remember making
over there.
maybe 2 choices I thought had any amount of impact on the story. By the way, this is the Red Wedding. In case like I like how they say it's the Red Wedding instead of just telling you
Take your time.
instead of just telling you, hey, this wedding feast you're at is at the Twins, and letting you, the person who presumably knows things about Game of Thrones and A Song of Ice and Fire, put 2 and 2 together, they just decide to spell it out for you so it's more explicit. For a medieval game that's allowed for
one of his daughters.
Man, that is
yes.
a good joke.
Correct.
Look at his
Don't expect
eyes.
me to carry it for you, Sir Garrett.
The Dungeon Master had a really specific story that they wanted to tell, and you don't get to really experience much else.
Just run into you. You're acting rather odd.
I need to get back now.
Nothing, I'm
Much
fine.
wine.
No, we're fine. It's
Nothing.
fine.
I'm fine.
I'm so glad to hear it. Can't take the fucking flagon already.
What's wrong with him? Something the matter?
Owen, we have to
Oh
go.
boy.
Stupid
You
hats.
go if you're in such a rush.
Yeah, the hats are very dumb.
Oh my god, we're saving Bowen, right?
Yeah, say Bowen.
We're the kind of people who save Bowen. Come on.
What about? What the hell was that about? Slow down, would you? What's the rush?
Probably a
fucking-
run.
Yeah, run.
Technically, you guys should be asking for more wine if it's a drinking game playthrough. All right, sorry. Drink. That was stupid.
That was stupid. No, yes.
Oh my God.
dude.
We need to get back to camp.
Ah!
Yeah, this.
Oh no! Ah! No, no! I didn't know I needed to do stuff! Ah!
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Hello? Don't distract him!
Garrett, we have to get back.
Yeah, nice!
I can't throw the cake.
Ah! Okay, alright, I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready to do stuff. Hit the thing. Click and hold and drag. Okay, Glenn, get it. Yes! Yes! I love video games!
Remember at one point when Telltale was one of the most prestigious gaming companies in existence?
I'm having a great time.
Shoot that one!
Yes, yes, right a minute, guy. This is the Red Wedding. The game starts on the Red Wedding.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Your choices matter. Oh, that's too funny.
Oh my God! Do we need to? All right, you're right. We do need to take a drink. Is there?
How can they hear the music this far from the castle? Oh my gosh! Hold on, I have to get a drink.
Are we gonna die? I'm asking chat directly. Are we gonna die enough in this game that it's worth a death counter? Oh my God. Huh. Yeah, RIG, we're doing research right now. We're looking at an officially licensed Game of Thrones property, and we're looking for pieces of... Oh my God, there's 6 yeses in... Oh my God. Okay. Are we gonna drink... Are we gonna die so much that drinking every time we die is a bad plan? Oh God. Yeah, we're looking for evidence for future theories. That's what we're doing, right? Every time you read through the books, every time I read back through Fire and Blood, don't drink, you'll die. IRL. The chat screen is just yeses. Yeah. All right. Again, turns to camera 2. You gotta drink when you die. Builds character. Turns to camera 2. Hello, camera 2. If you are watching this on the VOD, it is imperative that you watch it with chat replay on it. Okay, well, I'm drinking. You know what? Well, yeah, I'm gonna drink. It's gonna be the...
I returned with my juice beverage, which actually does contain juice. Specifically lime juice.
Zach, we're doing a regular drink when we die, and a shot when something stupid happens. Okay?
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Okay?
I'm gonna run out of vodka. I mean, potato juice.
Potato juice. Okay, I'm going again.
Okay.
Here we go.
Yes. Here we go.
Okay. Okay. I really am having a great time.
Ready, boys?
I am taking my drink right now. I got a lot to drink on.
Shoot that one!
We're at 4 stupid things and a death?
Got him. Yeah, get him. Nice. Wow, he did not even move. He was very confident that bolt wasn't going to kill him.
Look out!
Down. Forward.
Oh yeah, because that thing's on fire.
Yeah. You know, I probably wouldn't have gone.
Damn Q, you gotta
have to mash it. Oh, I have to mash it.
E.
Yeah.
There you go.
Right. I remember this. mechanic.
That is every quick time event in the Telltale game ever.
Down. Q. Do I have to hold it or just mash it? I'm mashed. Swear to God, I mashed it. Left. Right.
Sometimes you can't succeed on a quick time event, and that's
stupid.
narrative. That's narrative.
Bye. That's a stupid
Does every
thing
quick time event count as something stupid? Look, if every quick time event counts as something stupid, we are going to die. We are going to die before we're introduced to the third playable character.
I've spilled my juice beverage already. Stabby.
Did you find Roderick?
He's gone.
Garrett.
Hey, he's gone, my lord. There was nothing I could do.
Find a weapon, quickly!
Like
that one. Like that one.
This is
Click,
Tom,
click on the thing. Click on the thing.
Tom, when I said this is the best scene in the game, I did not mean that with any malice or irony. This is, quite unfortunately, the best the writing is.
Go, my lord, while there's still time.
No, that horse is Khal Drogo. That horse is Tyrek. That horse is Lyanna Stark.
Found him.
7 hells.
We really do have to keep moving.
Keep moving, my lord.
They'll hunt us down like dogs.
Well, the phrase says time's over.
Guard this with your life.
Ooh.
Return it to Ironrath, where it belongs.
Ooh.
There's no time to waste.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'll be damned if I let it fall into the hands of
Upgrades.
those traitors.
Well, the phrase says
You have to go.
We have to. Come on, man. Let's go.
There's still time, my lord. We can both get.
This is it's a shame that this is like as compelling as it gets.
You
It's
say
right
he
here.
will remember that. I don't know if that's true.
Tell your uncle.
Not for very long. He will definitely remember that, but it's like on the fruit fly time scale, right?
Yeah.
Tell no one but him. Do you understand?
I will remember
You must
that
swear.
till
Tell
my
only
dying
your
day.
Uncle Duncan. The future of the house may depend on
Miriam
I want
Azdur has
more.
teleporter, and Euron stole it so he could be Dario. Don't spoil my future theories.
On your honor, you must do this for your house. Go!
Kill those fucking foresters!
Yeah, Gary Tuttle's not a Forester. He's a Tuttle, who are bannermen of the Foresters. And Foresters are like Stark bannermen we've never heard of before. Like the Castles. The Castles are Stark bannermen.
Yeah, that's like seeing it's like seeing a Dane and saying kill those fucking Martells. Yeah! Yeah! Game of Thrones!
Yeah,
Okay,
they're really
I have
proud.
to
They're
clean up-
very proud of this.
I have to clean up this juice beverage that almost ended the stream.
Very, very hilariously almost did us in. The thing I think that like bothers me the most about this is like, look at how proud they are to have scored this IP, that they tried their best to make a one-to-one recreation of the game's intro in like a video gamey style.
I mean, it is
and
kind
the
of
game
beautiful.
is just boring and dumb. This is like, I like that they're Ironrath here. It's like a neat design. They have the Ironwood trees, which are like a pertinent plot point, and it's all mediocre. The game is very, very mediocre.
Now I do want to say, this is one of our like. Hang on, can I escape here? Yes. Okay. Yeah. There we go. Before we get too deep into this, we like people who like stuff. If this is your favorite game, you should not feel bad about that. You should understand that it's not very good, but you should not feel bad about that.
Never let us shame you into not liking something ever. My complaint is that it feels like a prestigious game studio that Telltale at least sold itself to be at this era, with such a property that at that point, like, this came out I think contemporary to season 5. I don't like season 5, but I don't blame anybody who does.
I love season 6. I really do. I have a great time every time I watch it. Just from a personal perspective, I'm gonna try to like this game. I enter into everything. I've never seen this before. I'm gonna try to like this game.
I tried. I already tried. This game broke my heart already.
I'm so excited.
You're correct. I'm not the biggest fan of this game. And whoever said I like The Wolf Among Us and The Walking Dead game, yes. The Wolf Among Us legitimately is up there in my like all-time games list. I don't know if it's like a 10 out of 10, but it's at least a like 8 or 9. It's really good, and it shows exactly what you can do with the Telltale formula to tell a story really well. Because in that, like, the story is pretty much the same, but the way you play it informs who your character is in a very interesting way.
Forrest and but we're not even married.
My roommate and I back in college. My roommate and I in college played through it, and we had such very different experiences playing through the same events because we played our characters very, very differently. I played Big Beowulf as this like guy who didn't talk as much, was contemplative, and tried not to hurt people. And my roommate was out there ripping people's arms off, which was neat. And this game,
you put so many quotation marks around the word game just there.
Fresh.
I wonder if it's from that pig.
Honestly, if you just played as Garrett Tuttle here in this game, I'd probably like it a lot more. I feel like there's some like unevenness to the narrative.
Do you think this is in relation to the Telltale in the comic books? So far, it's been fun to watch. Never seen it before. Imagine if the game was more like Detroit Become Human. I never played that game.
I never played it either. I've heard mixed things, but I like that the person who made Detroit Become Human, I believe, also made Heavy Rain, which I also do enjoy. It's another game where it's mostly quick time events and dialogue choices, and it doesn't really like the plot happens pretty much the same way, roughly no matter what, with just some characters living or dying at certain times. But the way you play the characters makes it interesting, and their specific endings are different. Which is neat, and I really like Heavy Rain. I know it's been memed to death, Jason and Sean and all that, but when you're doing a narrative game like this, it's important that I feel like I have a say on who these characters are more than I have a say in what the story is. And in this game, I feel like I have neither.
This is Bolton men killing pigs.
Move along, boy.
Hello.
There's nothing for you here.
Hello.
Father, I said move on.
What are we doing, Zach?
Unless you want to get
I feel
fed
like
What are your
we're-
father?
pigs.
Get to your father.
Get
Get
to
your
our father?
dad.
I recognize you. You're a Forrester squire. Former Stark bannermen have no claim on land anymore. Or haven't you heard? The Starks are dead.
Oh,
That's very not correct.
Where'd you get
that's just staunchly incorrect.
As we know, there are in fact no
Not a
dead
chance
Starks
that
in the
sword is his. Must have stolen it.
Well, it's not just like
by himself.
them taking the like loyal Stark bannermen and like treating them as they like is like one thing, but it's like in the books we know that's not true. Like the Boltons basically have just walked over to the north and basically said, yeah, we're in charge now, and left a lot of people who are clearly Stark loyalists sitting in their positions. I'm thinking of the Mormonts specifically, and the Manderleys specifically, as like people that if Roose was really going after all the Stark bannermen, I mean maybe they're talking about like the very specific like the bannermen of Winterfell, in which case I don't know if we have an answer for that in the books or not. It wouldn't shock me.
But
I'm gonna ask you, Garrett, not to stare backwards while you're in the sword fight, please. I think that this is our style. What do you think?
Yeah, fuck you. Yes.
you.
Oh, we stabbing! Let's go! That was a bad plan. Okay, we're dead now.
Alright. Finish this fucking pig farmer. Pathetic.
Okay. Yeah, I got a
There we
pitchfork.
go. Yeah, that's a good plan. That's a good plan.
Pitchfork or an axe?
Oh,
I think
these
it's
are
a
both good
pitchfork.
plans.
Pitchfork. We need that range. Q.
Yeah, I agree.
Left. Up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Get him.
Oh, that might be the best kill in the entire game.
Let's go. Oh, that way. Yes. Okay. That way. I can press buttons in order.
Grab the sword and
So I can
swing.
think. Oh God! It sure was
Gruesome.
nice of him to not stab us in the chest. Oh, press the thing.
Yeah.
Q.
E. I hope you like pressing Q a lot and then E once.
That's exactly what I wanted to do in my evening, actually.
Good. We're gonna do a lot of that.
Please, I beg of you.
Dunk the long
Is this
a castle wall.
knockoff Dunk?
I have no quarrel with you.
This game would be so much better if Garrett Tuttle was knockoff Dunk.
Are we mercy people? We're mercy people. We're mercy people. I want this to be the now, remember, this is not non-canon. This is just another iteration of what Bran's up to.
Time for this.
That's true. I don't know if this game is canonical or not, but like I said, George R. R. Martin's second in command was heavily involved in helping them write this.
Yeah, so there almost have to be thematic parallels in places between this and things that happen externally.
You survived.
Or internally, rather. And we're gonna find him and we're gonna put him in series.
She hid.
Oh no.
I tried to stop them.
RIG says we should have put that bolt into the sword.
Probably, but
That would have been the smart option for sure.
I played Garrett more peaceful, and I think I will say again, Garrett Tuttle is the only character they got to seem like a unique character, and I wish the game was just about him.
Okay, people
Because
are
I think
saying,
everybody.
this is
everybody-
this is a beautiful shot though. Oh,
Yes.
that was gorgeous.
Yes. This game can look pretty sometimes. I would
Get the castellan.
I'm shitting on this game a lot. I should give it some. I should give it some level of
Like I say, I'm very
It looks
ready to
like-
love this game.
The problem is that House Forrester was raised on a steady diet of I don't know, Ambien and rice.
They're already dead.
Bring the maester. Meet us in the Great Hall. Quickly.
Ambien and Race is my favorite Modest Mouse album.
Two White Hill
I've been
soldiers.
told we have to take a
and
drink
a
because it was
Bolton.
stupid not to kill the Bolton, and that makes sense to me.
That's true. That's correct. It was very dumb for us not to do that.
For what?
Mm,
My sister, she
that potato
was
is
only
awful.
8 years old.
Ooh.
This never would have happened with the Sparks in power. It's
Bueno.
unimaginable.
Thank God that mostly tastes like lime juice.
You have my condolences. Thank you, Maester.
Yes, the castle scene. Some of the stuff that is not ripped right from the show feels more book-like, and that's
Your
always
justice
welcome.
was swift. Some will call it vengeance.
Yeah,
No doubt the White Hills will
Jesse's
claim
right,
it was
Zach, I think
murder.
you brought this
It
up
was
too.
your family.
It's
I
crazy
can't say I
that
would
he's
have done any
already
different
back in the
than you.
north.
But the White
Yeah,
Hills won't
yes,
see it
correct.
that way.
There's so much,
Justice.
he is all the
They
way,
got what they deserved.
farther north. We see where Ironrath is.
You can't
He's
let the
farther
White
north
Hills
than
just walk all
Winterfell.
over
Did
us.
the Iron Men have Moat Cailin
These
at this
maggots
moment?
ought to help prevent infection.
Yes, they did.
I'm taking
Wouldn't
a
it have
drink.
been cool,
Open for you,
if he
would you?
runs into
Victarion?
Greyjoys?
Zach, Victarion
Victarion's there?
Greyjoy.
He could have ran to Victarion, who of course isn't in the show, so they wouldn't have done that because it was all about getting the big name actors.
Oh no.
He could have had.
God.
I
No.
love this scene. I do love this scene.
King Viserys, no, please.
It's a dark day.
Yeah,
To lose the Lord.
This
of
scene with the
House
Maester is
Brown's
great.
sons was such a despicable act of
I love
treachery
this
and
design
betrayal.
of his Maester's chain.
Greater
Yeah.
houses than ours have fallen in time.
Got Laura in the
The
background.
late Lord
Yeah.
Forrester was a good man. And poor Roderick. A serious man, but he would have made a good lord.
What do we do now?
What do we do now? The future of this house is in Lord Ethan's hands now. Although he is young and altogether unprepared to lead.
Maybe Garrett is Hallis Mullen in disguise, and that's how he managed to cross the North without being detected.
This might hurt a bit.
Yes.
God, Zach, there's
Hold
funny
this for me,
people
will
in
you?
this chat.
There's very funny people in this chat. That's quite good. Yeah, he goes from the twins all the way north of Winterfell, and the only notable thing happens when he gets back to his family's farm, which presumably is on the way to Iron.
Yeah, compare that to Brienne, who wait, hold
He's
on.
as good with a sword as any man I've seen. It's unfortunate.
Compare that to Brienne, who has a whole book of just her wandering around the river.
I was given a massage.
A message?
Yeah,
About
compare
what?
that to Brienne, who
What did he tell
goes
you?
like 1/10. Can I not say anything here?
Get my uncle. I was told only to tell him.
Okay, that's fair. This
Your
is reasonable.
uncle? I see. Must be rather important then.
Severe
Lady
jetpack
Forrester will
syndrome.
be here
Someone
any
get
moment.
Glidus.
I'd like you to walk for me first, to see if you can put any weight on that leg.
You want me to do that with the maggots in? Oh, we're fine, huh?
Yeah, you just walk away with maggots, and I'm sure it won't cause any
Stop
lingering
now.
issues.
It's better to let the blood circulate.
Don't stop me now.
Maybe that's actually
my
true.
leg is full of maggots.
I think maggots only eat dead flesh. I don't know what happens if there's a lot of dead flesh and they live long the time and turn into flies. But
I imagine it's remarkably uncomfortable. He crossed Moat Cailin while the Ironborn were sleeping. Oh, okay, we're looking at stuff. I love looking at stuff. Hello.
The Ironwood Grove.
the Ironwood Grove. So the Ironwood trees are going to be like one of the crucial plot points.
Okay.
Of this that we don't hear much about in the books. I think it's fine to introduce a plot element like that. I just feel like, I don't know.
They're like they're like Valyrian steel, but for wooden pickaxes.
Legitimately, it's like the strongest wood available in Westeros is the Ironwood trees. It's just better wood.
So do they have some of that at the stronghold of House Ironwood? I'm gonna
maybe.
touch the bucket.
Rather cute little creatures, aren't they?
I guess.
I identify with this maester. Helena?
In my version of this game in my head is you probably play as Garrett the whole time and like
You seem to be
or you play as like
always sad to see a warrior
1 to
lose
2
a leg.
small folk-ish characters. Maybe one lordling. There is another character who I think kind of works. This is important for you to like, yeah.
Am I looking
Exiled
at
to
every one of
Essos,
these?
unfortunately.
Oh, I love lore.
Yes, this is all
Lord
lore.
Ethan. I suppose Lord Ethan now. Mira. Still in King's Landing, I suppose. Although, I wonder if they'll bring her home.
She went with Sansa and we just never heard about her in the
Lady
books.
Forrester.
That's fine. I have
She's
no
always been kind
like
to me.
I can suspend my
Treated me
disbelief
like I was a
for
Forrester
that,
myself.
like
Yeah.
immediately. I have no problem with that.
I can suspend my disbelief if she
Never
doesn't
easy being a
start
Forrester.
uncovering crucial plot points at King's Landing. Luckily, that won't happen.
Lord Forrester. It was an honor to squire for him.
Also, like, you know,
Gregor the Good.
we can assume that this is in a different universe than Game of Thrones or A Song of Ice and Fire.
Roderick. He was our best warrior.
We can until Peter Dinklage shows up.
He can look like Peter Dinklage in two different versions.
I may be
That's true, I
mistaken.
suppose.
Right,
You
like
do
there's,
seem
there's
able to
He
differences.
can look and sound suspiciously like Peter Dinklage. And Cersei can look and sound suspiciously like Lena Headey. I think that's how you pronounce her name.
Okay, oh no, my mouse is frozen.
It is canonical to the show, yes. Which means nothing at this point.
Wait, this is actually show canon?
This is show canon.
Oh, then I'm
Yes.
Does your
upset.
leg feel weak?
I just wanted to ask you.
I'm taking a drink. That's stupid. Oh no! Why did the tourney at White Walls?
Why do the White Hills hate the Foresters?
Imagine if this is your only exposure to Song of
There's
Ice and
been
Fire
enmity
ever was
between
this
the two
game. You
houses
never
for
watched
as
Game
long
of
as
Thrones and you
anyone
never
can
read the
remember.
books.
I mean, I'm
No
having a
doubt
great time so
someone
far.
killed someone, which led to the killings of someone's.
This chapter, like, I will, as much as I'm dunking on this game, I will defend this chapter as fine, with some exceptions that I'll point out later.
Stop
At the
like
Citadel,
making like
I
a
swore an oath to serve whichever noble house I was assigned.
this chapter, like everything with Garrett, I think is actually legitimately good, and everything else is.
There's still so much.
It's not bad enough for me to be like to rise to the level of being upset about it. That happens later.
Oh my God, Grayson says this was my intro to Game of Thrones.
Wow.
What will become of me?
What will happen to me now?
Excellent question. Under normal circumstances, you could join Sir Royland and his men. Although, given the circumstances of your...
Steve says this was a meme run.
Becomes
yes,
a bit
this
tricky,
was one of Bran's meme runs.
I suppose it will be for Lord Ethan
infinite number
to
of meme
decide.
runs.
Lord Forrester promoted me. At the Twins, I'm no longer a squire, if that matters.
It might, I suppose.
Video game level
I'll
helps
defer to Lord
take
Ethan
deep
on
with
this.
not from Russia. That'd be neat.
That would be fantastic.
Like,
Ethan.
I wish, like, any of the political situation of the North
He
was
prefers not to be disturbed while
this.
practicing his lute.
Zach, Nick Grimes's chat got flagged. Quote, "To the wall, you loser."
The White Hills want Forrester Ironwood.
We're
they take
learning
it all
things
as we
about
get them,
YouTube today.
especially now with the Boltons in power, and proceed to clear cut every last inch of it until there's nothing.
There's also the White Halls.
Just as they've done.
So, one of my complaints, I guess, of this game is that the main conflict is just the Bracken and Blackwood conflict with a new coat of paint.
I don't have a problem with that. Are the Brackens and Blackwoods
No,
mentioned in
you
this
see there?
game?
You're limping
No.
again.
I'm fine, really.
Because we
don't
now
think so.
now have show sword too. We now have at least three different canons. We have this, A Song of Ice and Fire, and
It's
we
a good
have
thing
Show,
you've
A Song of
done,
Ice and Fire,
bringing
and House
that
of the
back to
Dragon.
House Forrester.
I don't have a
This House of the
problem.
Dragon,
By right,
yeah,
that
is
belongs to
slightly.
Lord
Well,
Ethan now.
House of the Dragon tries to be
That
the same
sword has been
continuity,
handed
but it
down
like
through 50
can't be.
generations of Forresters.
Or at the very least, it's very difficult to reconcile the House of the
Feeling
Dragon
all
world
right?
with the Game of Thrones
Can I
one,
go now?
in my mind.
I believe
I might
the leg
be
will fine.
alone in that
Only
take.
time
I don't
will
know.
tell, but
Oh, hello.
Although you're listing them as separate canons, so I presume you agree.
Home, Garrett. We're all relieved to know you survived.
Thank you, my lady.
Talia asked to see you.
Garrett, I heard what happened. Is it true? Your family...
Magic makes no. There's magic in this game. Yes.
I'm so sorry.
We're just staring at each other. Right, my
Me too.
family's dead, but like I do have game to play and drink to take.
off to bed now.
Two small houses that hate each other for petty reasons is a pretty common theme. Yes.
That's fair.
I guess.
That's
Garrett
fair.
was just telling me how valiantly Lord Forrester fought to the end, even when all was lost. I'm sure Lady Forrester would like to know.
He was a hero.
Whatever you can recall.
It was a
Garrett
hero,
is equal to Bloodraven confirmed. I don't know how it ends, so that might actually just legit be true.
Yet he was
Karen
only
is
the
Blood
son
Raven.
of his own son.
How many mana
You
points
were
do you
with
start
Roderick,
with, Zach?
no? I'm sure chaos.
It depends on which religion you choose. If it's R'hllor, it depends on how many people you burn.
We're saying
Roxanne
nice
named
things
him
about
to
Lord
lead the
Forrester.
van for the march on Casterly Rock.
Well, he deserves it.
A fitting tribute, no doubt. He was House Forrester's best.
That sucks.
This has been so incredibly difficult for us, especially the children. But I was told you were the last to see my husband alive.
That is correct.
Yes, my lady.
Give me the sword.
I know it may be difficult to remember, but if I may ask,
Lady
Was there
Forrester just
anything
looks like an
to
older
say?
Sansa.
So
Any
he said,
last
he
words
said
before
only.
Passed. If you can remember. It would
I'm
mean
gonna-
He said he
so
loved
much to
you.
the
I'm gonna give
family.
him the sword.
He asked me to return this to House Forrester. He said this is where it belongs,
I did avoid
with
the
his
question.
family.
Thank you,
Because I needed to
Garrett.
lie
Of course, my lady.
in order to
Demands a response.
It's
Hello.
too dangerous, especially now.
Now is the time to prove our strength.
Oh my
I'll be
God.
sure it's given to
Walmart
Ethan.
brand Stannis Baratheon and Costco brand Stannis Baratheon.
This was our land. They were our people.
We split
Your
Stannis
family.
into two. The one with the beard has all of his goofy, schmucky qualities, and the one without the beard has all of his gritty, hard-ass
Yeah, he
qualities.
did
The
that
hell
Riker
with
thing through a
Ramsay Snow,
teleporter.
the bastard.
Garrett, you understand what this means.
These are
you
the
killed
two
a Bolton,
Stannises.
and Ramsay
One of
Snow
them has
wants his
sideburns.
retribution.
Stannis dramatically removing his sideburns after stealing a boat.
Ramsay Snow's coming here.
For those of you who haven't watched Deep Space Nine, this joke just doesn't track and isn't funny.
No,
and for people who
those
have watched Deep Space Nine, you're dying right now.
For those of you who haven't watched Deep Space Nine, that was very funny, and you should be laughing right now.
Garrett has
That's
looked
true.
as much as anyone else within these walls. Maybe you can talk some sense into your uncle.
Anyone who
Garrett's
isn't
suffered
laughing will
enough
receive a
already.
purple band. They
You
deserve
asked
to
too much
die.
of the boy.
They deserve to
LA
die.
Express.
All of them. I say we.
Wow, the Stannis only cost me $3.40.
Yeah, but it fell apart in like
Our
2
best
weeks.
men were killed at the Twins, along with our lord.
Then what's to be done?
Oh no.
Ultimately,
It will be for Lord
Tom, you have to approve that message.
Oh,
from
you're
Rocky
right,
52.
you're right. Rocky, I'm
He's the
approving that
lord of
message
this
because it is really funny. Does that make
And he
Lord
needs our
White
help.
shitters?
It's bad enough the Boltons would have us bend the knee and swear fealty. But now, this.
I'll say, like, a feud between two houses is a very common plot point, and there's no, like, reason not to, like, use it, I suppose. Like, there's a lot of that in the Song of Ice and Fire. But, I don't know, it felt like there, you know, this is a world where you can run pretty much any story you want in. It would be neat if they did something really unique, because this is a good, like, place for it. And it would also be nice if, like, I don't know, I got a little bit more perspective, like, where we're, like, going. Basically, I want this first section of the game to be long. I want to see Garrett walk through the Riverlands into the north. I want to see the immediate political fallout of people dying during the Red Wedding and all that. And I basically want the pacing to not be as bad as it's going to get, because the pacing of this game gets very bad. And from what people are saying in chat, apparently it ends on a sequel hook.
Zach,
I know
this
that's
is some real good literary
I know it's
analysis
difficult
you're
to
doing,
understand.
But, I gotta pull
you
out.
must think of the
hang on.
house.
I won't put
I
others
won't
at
put
risk, but
others at risk.
I really gotta pull out here. Your Stannis will be shipped
I'll
to
go.
Dragonstone from Yeti
I
in
know it
14 to
doesn't
18
seem
weeks.
fair,
Furthermore,
but it is what's best.
Mom, can we have Stannis? No, we have Stannis at home. Yes. Yes.
I hate to tell you, these two characters you're staring at are plot crucial to the rest of the game.
And I'll see you have plenty of food.
Arch
but we haven't
Jin
much time.
says
The White Hills will come looking for you.
Oh, that was in response to a question. I'm sorry. I apologize. I'm sorry. When Brienne kills Killer Toad. When Brienne kills Stannis, she actually killed that guy. Wait a minute.
Ooh.
Hang on.
New theory unlocked.
Hang on.
Someone's writing notes.
We know that Melisandre...
Show only Stannis is alive theory.
We know that was actually the Lord of Bones. The person that Brienne killed outside Winterfell was actually the Lord of Bones. Glamored to look like Stannis. Here's how Stannis can still win. Yeah. All right, we're keeping going. We're going.
Were it up to me, I'd gladly drag a sword through Lord Whitehill's heart if given a
more
chance.
SO stuff, but this game's
I
SO
would.
stuff feels
And God's
very
willing,
bad
someday
Dragon
I
Show.
will. But for now,
Yes, the SO stuff is very bad and dumb.
I know you want to stay.
There's just too many Foresters also, and there's too many Foresters so they can do that Game of Thrones thing where like they kill off major characters.
His own great uncle was a ranger with a knife.
And that's cheap in this game because like
At the Twins.
we don't have enough time to watch them grow, and
I at Roderick's side, but
you can also like kill off side characters in ways that's shocking and unpredictable. You really probably only need. I mean, I could argue you could do this game with one protagonist, but if you want to get like 3 different perspectives, that's fine too, and that would have been perfectly workable. There's too many characters.
Oh, Zach, this is plot significant.
Lord Forrester asked me
I don't
to
know
give
what
you a
this means,
message.
but I delivered the
He
message.
said, the North Grove can never be lost.
Sorry, you caught me by surprise. It's not often discussed, if ever.
I want to know where.
It's probably north of the wall, I have to imagine.
That I cannot say. Not yet, at least.
Okay, then what?
Most don't even know it exists. They think it's just a myth made up.
Wildlings and fools. It kind of implies that there's another grove of ironwrath tree or ironwood trees, whatever.
Full to
north of
bursting
the
with
wall,
text
which
on
is
it.
my guess. I haven't actually gotten to the end of the game.
Truth.
I've told
Of
no
course
one.
not. I told no one.
Well done. Lord Forrester was right to put his trust in you. From this day forward, this will be our secret. But soon, I may need your help.
But
I can't say anything more just yet. Just know the North Grove may very well be vital to the future of this house.
Oh my god, I'm so excited. We have a
But
mystery
don't
in this
breathe a
game.
word of it to anyone at
There's a
all.
mystery in this game. I'm sure it has a satisfying ending.
Can.
Chat, let me know. I never got there.
No spoilers. We're trying to like this game.
Don't tell us what the ending is. Just give like a frowny face if you're unhappy with
Oh,
it.
we have no.
I am
Yeah.
from ice.
Frowny face if you're
I
unhappy
am
with
from
the ending.
ice. Remember, you represent House Forrester. Your actions at the war will reflect the honor and dignity of the house.
I'll make
I'll
you
make you proud.
The North MacGuffin.
The North MacGuffin.
Oh, look at all the frowny face.
When your uncle says something, it will be your little secret. Don't tell him. That
Oh no!
I don't care for that joke.
Garrett, wait!
I can't deny it's very funny, but I don't care for
That's not
it.
to say it's not funny, but I don't care for it. I'm taking a drink. Oh.
Grab the necklace. Oh,
No,
you can stare at her.
No, I'm gonna take a drink. I'm just gonna let these two look at each other for a while. Oh boy. Oh no.
It's satisfying when the sequel comes out. They're not even working on a sequel for it right now. I don't know if they would be able to get the rights back again, unless they had signed off on a sequel and they just never made it. But I don't know if that would have transferred for the new ownership. I don't know. I'm not good at copyright law and all that nonsense.
This scene also apparently shows that they have a crush on each other. Yeah, that's why they're staring at each other for so long. Clink?
That'd be neat if that had any plot relevance.
Be safe.
Don't tell me what to do, baby. It would be neat if they meet again.
All these things they're setting up would be neat if they were paid off.
No, we're just... Now remember, guys, the wait between this game and its sequel is shorter than the wait for The Winds of Winter.
That's true.
By a considerable margin, actually. Oh my god.
I couldn't find
Why
him.
does this guy
Did
look
you?
like Jim Carrey's The Mask?
No one cared who I was till I put on the mask.
No one cared who I was till I put on
he would
Jim.
reveal
You tell me that he
himself.
doesn't!
I don't like this game
He
anymore.
he does look like he's about to say
Maybe
smoke
something
it.
happened to him.
Smoke it.
He's just forgotten this is a game.
I win.
He's about to do the Cuban Pete dance.
Your
Don't worry. It's just a game, Ryan.
When I shake my maracas, I go chick chicky boom, chick chicky boom.
Zach, is what we're
I'm
doing
right
right now
here.
stupid enough to drink?
And I promise, I'm not.
We're recording the mask. Yes, of course it's stupid enough to drink.
And Asher. And, and Roderick.
I do too.
Oh,
but
somebody
Mira's in
stop.
King's Landing and...
Can't she come home?
He does look
I
like
don't
Jack
want her to die
Frost.
too.
Ryan, she's perfect.
Crazy that the mask got a sequel and this game didn't.
That tracks.
I don't want Garrett to die either. May still
The Son of the Mask is one of the worst movies I've ever seen, and I watch bad movies as a hobby.
He was nice.
Garrett is strong. We're gonna say
I don't
Garrett
know
is
what he did
smart,
to get sent
because
away
that's
like that.
correct.
He'll be fine. Garrett.
That being said,
No one will tell me.
there are
what
certain
Garrett
movies
did.
where if you
Must
told
have
me I
been
had to watch The
serious.
Son of the Mask or
I
this
heard
movie
Duncan and
again,
Sir Royland
I'd pick The Son of the Mask
They
every
said someone
time.
will
But I think it's
come
only
for
like
revenge.
maybe 3 or 4 movies.
Everyone's worried about you, but I'm not. I know you'll protect us.
Like it's close to unwatchable.
Well, Sir Royland for one. He says you can't fight very well.
What?
Destroyed.
He calls you a milksop.
There's a plan for sequels, some very big.
Sir Royland forgets himself.
After all,
He
you are the lord of
underestimates
the house
me, I
now.
think.
He doesn't know me.
It should be noted that the only 2 Telltale games ever made a profit. They just made hella good profit.
But I know it's not good.
Which
Ethan, you should let Sir Royland
I
teach
have
you how to
something to
wield a
say.
sword.
Art
Yeah.
Like a man.
Why did they change
He taught
Ryan,
Roderick and
R-Y-A-N,
Asher,
to
and
Ryan,
even showed me how to fight.
R-Y-O-N?
Properly,
And I have
I
a
mean.
book series
A
to
lord should
recommend
know
for
how
you.
to fight.
Oh, Song of Ice and Fire.
I think you would love them.
Do you remember when we were younger? When we all used to play here?
Oh my god.
You, me, Roderick, Asher.
Asher.
The only 2 you want to guess the only 2 Telltale games to ever make money,
It's
Tom?
so much fun.
I'm gonna assume
Then-
it's The Wolf Among Us
and everything
and The Walking Dead.
changed. Roderick
You're
was
wrong.
so
It's The Walking
serious,
Dead. I think the
Lord
first
in
2 made
training.
money and
He
the
never
second 2
smiled
lost
anymore.
money.
And
And it is
Asher got
Minecraft Story Mode.
everything.
What?
Promise me you won't.
The
What?
the Minecraft Story Mode, the game where a pig makes a heroic
Lucky the way
sacrifice to
you
save
are.
the world and then turns into a pork chop.
I know a lord has a responsibility.
This is a real scene that we can
need to
pull
be
up if we
like
want.
them. It's for you to
Is
decide for yourself.
the only other game to have turned a
I hope
profit
you
for
don't
Telltale.
change. I'd rather have
And
a brother
every
than
other
a
single
lord.
game they made, like after a certain point, I think, lost money. At least after they started to be like more serious like that. I want to believe their earlier games that probably didn't cost as much, like the Sam and Max games and the Strong Bad game, probably made an amount of money. And I want to think that Poker Night at the Inventory, at least the first one, probably made money. But like these games, they blew so much money getting the actors, trying to like these backgrounds are absolutely beautiful. And nobody played them. Just absolutely nobody played these games. Except for me, apparently, because I was a Telltale fanboy for a very long time, and I played pretty much every game as they came out up until this one. This is the one where I said I was done, and I survived the Jurassic Park game, which is very bad.
What's the matter?
We should also play that game.
Yes! We'll play that on the second
certainly
channel.
unexpected.
We'll play that on the second channel. Yes.
Justice.
They went bankrupt
Can't he
with
meet with
extreme
Duncan?
prejudice.
He is the Castellan.
Stay with us.
Yeah.
Please,
When you keep making these like game after game.
We really
Have I ever talked about Canon, the movie studio in the 80s on this
I would
channel?
command Ethan to stay with his family. Lord Whitehill is a mean old man anyways.
I might remind you, Sir Royland, I'm the new Lord of House Forrester, not you.
Sam and Max games are great. The Strong Bad game. Strong Bad's cool game for attractive people is great. The original Poker Night, The Inventory is phenomenal. I have not played the sequel, so I don't know. But the sequel is Ash from Evil Dead, so it must necessarily be good. I think it has Brock Sampson from Venture Brothers also. It's kind of crazy. I don't think they ever made a Poker Night game that has like a Game of Thrones character, despite the fact they had them. They had every actor they could have wanted access to. It would be really cool to have a poker game where you play against Tyrion Lannister, and I'm very mad if they never did that.
They showed up unannounced. Lord Whitehill is.
Final chapter of the Walking Dead game has had its moments. I have not played.
I told him.
That.
Lord Whitehill knows
Garrett
Garrett is a squire to this house.
Was,
I suppose.
No H, sorry Zach. Yes, ZAC usually. ZACH is correct. It's just that I always do ZAC for that whole brevity thing. ZACHARY would be if you want to give me the full
Things are bad
name.
enough as it is.
I can handle Lord Whitehill.
Well said, my lord.
I remember the first Batman Telltale game, but I have not played it, which is kind of crazy because I am obsessed with Batman. That is also not come up on this channel yet. I don't think. I would. Yeah, I think I would because I have very strong. I have very strong Batman opinions. We talked about ranking all the Batman movies as like a video for the second channel as well. By the way, we have a second channel if that has. I don't think we've like publicly linked it here, but. We're doing all of our non-Song of Ice and Fire, Song of Ice and Fire stuff on a different channel. I adore Batman. I think I've mentioned before. It might have been in our Q&A stream.
Zach, what am I doing?
But to his family,
Thank it.
still a loss. Thank you, Lord Whitehill.
Ah.
My only regret is I wasn't there to drive the dagger into his heart.
Yeah, this guy's canonically evil. I forgot about that.
My life.
The Foresters finally...
Shitter steal himself.
I'm gonna get uppity with this guy.
How dare you?
I dare, and I'll do as I damn well please. And no bread.
Well, the Telltale Batman games are good.
No, we don't want to give you guest right, because we do want to leave the option to kill you.
Bloody amateur. No courtesies.
Oh yes, one step closer to Zach's full name, address, social security number, and
I'm
major.
uppity with him. I'm uppity.
Calm yourself.
Mr. Silver, I can give you my mom's maiden name. I don't think I use that as like
Zach, stop giving the internet information about you.
Have shit on us for generations. Well, now the Starks are no longer around to have you back, are they? We're the power in the north now.
Roose Bolton is the Warden of the North.
God, he's
And
like
we've
if
been
you
his
fused
bannermen
Wyman
for
Manderley
5 fucking
with
centuries.
With that one
You
person
cunt.
from the Hunger Games with the 3-pointed hair.
Lord Ethan.
It's actually probably comically easy to find my full legal name. Well, probably not my middle name. I don't use that on the internet all that much.
Maybe if you hadn't been so fucking greedy with the ironwood, things...
My maiden name. I'm not married.
Squandered your
I know it's a shocker.
was taken from us. We had no fucking choice but to
Oh,
harvest what was
jeez.
left.
You don't know how close that hit me.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
It's alright. You don't get any points for being most engaged once in the past.
I'm approving that,
Your
Kate. I'm
man, the
approving that
squire.
message.
We were
This
minding
guy
our
is
own
giving
business,
real.
keeping the
your
king's
meat is
peace, as
bloody
his lordship
tough
here said,
vibes. For
when
some
your man
reason,
attacked
you
us for
two
no
is being
reason.
real mean
Hear
about
that?
him.
Attacked
Yeah.
for no reason.
It'd be funny, Zach's mom's maiden name is like
You murdered his family.
And you admit it was your man
Oh
who
no,
killed my man.
it's Blackfire, but with no
Farmer at
H.
that. How do you answer for your squire, Lord Ethan?
My mom watches this channel. I don't know if she's like. I didn't tell her that we're streaming.
And you are the...
I don't know if she's doing anything. She might be watching.
We lost
I doubt
people
it
too,
though.
Lord Whitehill. Murdered his
She's
entire
watched a
family.
couple of her videos. She's specifically, she's in. I think she's in season 8 now. And I told her my apologies. And she asked if she was safe to watch the does Joffrey nobody poisoned Joffrey video. She wanted to know if she was safe to watch. And I don't know until the show is over.
Gone? That was my justice to deliver.
So I don't remember what the hell he
denied
talked
me
about.
of it. I'm not leaving until I have my justice. Now bring me the coward who did it, or you'll answer to Roose Bolton.
Wonderful. Let's all ride for the train.
What kind of fucking house is this?
Let's go.
A house of honorable men.
Lady Forrester.
You bellow like a wounded boar, Lord Whitehill. Have you forgotten your manners?
I mean no disrespect to you, my lady, considering your losses and all.
Oh, you mean
But this?
This
is not over.
This isn't over.
My son says it is.
It's over.
This is over, Lord Whitehill.
Ethan is Lord of Ironrath now. By rights, his word is law here. If that displeases you, then I trust you can find the door.
Got him. Matea, I am approving that message.
That lad
Man,
may
you
be
two
lord
being
of
mean
this
today.
house.
Sorry, my girl
Lord
boss.
Bolton will have the final say. I'll send him a raven letting him know
You guys are really
Forrester
funny.
one of his own. That the new Lord Forrester lied
be
to
nice
my
to the chat,
face
don't
and
be calm
denied me my justice.
Please
Please
do.
Zach, what am I doing? I'm gonna say silent.
Just say nothing. Say nothing. Yeah.
Bastard.
You don't need to get the last word. You're right. People strive for the last word when they're wrong. This is my logic for arguing with people on the internet. Once I feel like I'm satisfied and that I've made my argument coherently and concisely, I just shut up and let the other person hurl the ad hominems at me.
You were brave.
It gives me some sort of
You'll
pleasure.
need to be brave.
I might be a
still
bad
when Ramsay
person.
Snow arrives to see you bend the knee. Prepare a raven. We need to send
right,
word to
right.
Mira in
We're
King's
not
Landing
giving
at once.
fealty to Roose Bolton, who is crazy but reasonable. We're talking to Ramsay. Oh,
Your
that's
sister can
another
help us.
beautiful shot.
Although
Yes.
just a handmaiden, she has
I
Margaery
love
Tyrell's
the
favor.
design of
And
King's
Lady
Landing in
Margaery's
the show.
betrothal to the king may
I
be
do,
enough to
and I
keep
love
both.
the gold cloaks, like helmets and
It's
everything.
presented to her.
It's very smart. It's very well done. That's because they made those decisions very early. Mira Forrester, everybody's favorite character. See how quickly you can spin around. You can't do the full like spin like I do in a lot of video games.
Yeah,
I
it's
play
not
the
a
old
1 point
Hitman
spin.
game sometimes. I play the old Hitman game sometimes. I just do the full like spin around. It's very satisfying every time I'm waiting in an elevator. Maybe on the other channel we'll stream Hitman sometimes. Somebody mentioned the Hitman games. I forget who in our Q&A live stream, and I very much love the Hitman games. And you have me thinking about the Faceless Men every time I play now, whoever that is.
Which timeline
Ethan
is
made
Goose
this for
Bolton
me.
in? That's the main one. That's the current timeline.
Bananas do not grow in King's
Very
Landing.
kind
It's a
of
very
Lady
important
Margaery to
plot
give this
point.
to me. It once belonged to Lady Olenna.
Oh, did it? Wait a minute. Hold on. Hold the phone here. Hold the phone.
I've not played Hitman 3 yet. I don't own it.
Zach,
I'll buy it when I...
Zach, I'm
Sorry,
theory
go ahead.
crafting. I'm theory crafting here.
Theory crafting.
Hang
What
on.
do you theory crafting?
We just picked up that coin. I believe she said Lady Margaery gave this to me. It once belonged to Lady Olenna.
Ooh.
Ancient coins from the Reach belonging to Olenna Tyrell are a significant plot point.
Yeah. Finding out Olenna Tyrell collects old coins is new information about her character that might be relevant. I actually have a coin-related theory coming up because, spoilers, we recorded a coin-related theory recently. Spoilers. And your theory inspired mine.
So, Zach, if you recall, at the beginning of the fourth book, it is revealed that under Rugen's chamber pot was a hole, and at the bottom of that hole was a single ancient gardener coin. I think that is one of these coins because it is well known that
The Tyrells were like stewards for the gardeners rather.
Yeah.
So they would have been in charge of their coinage.
It is well known in the current story that Olenna Tyrell carries around chests of coins just like this. She got this from Margaery. Does this imply that Margaery killed Joffrey?
Maybe Margaery was in on it, right? Like,
yeah,
Margaery was playing dumb and she was totally complicit. Because we get the scene. I know for sure it's in the show because I rewatched it recently. I don't know if it's directly the same as it is in the books. But Olenna and Margaery interrogate Sansa about what Joffrey is actually like. And at first she tries to say nice things about him, and then eventually she cracks and says, yeah, he's a rat bastard who beats the shit out of people for fun. And then Margaery and Olenna look at each other knowingly. We don't have explicit confirmation that Margaery was involved in the show's plot. Olenna just says, tell Cersei I want her to know it was me before she drinks poison. And we have no clue in the books. But maybe this is evidence that Margaery was in on the plot.
I think that this
Olenna said, "Hey, I'm gonna fuck up your wedding, something fierce. You cool with that?" And she's like, "Yeah, don't let me marry this fucking insane monster."
And this implies that she had some of this gold. Maybe she was the one to actually make the payment. See, this is what we're doing this for. There's actual pieces to be mined out of this. Okay, let's keep going. I'm reading this letter.
Father, much excitement here in King's Landing for the coming wedding.
Oh yeah,
Lady
Matea's
Margaery
right.
has proven to
He's
be quite
not dead
popular
yet.
throughout the city. I do wish your mother could come, although I know it would be impossible under the circumstances. I miss all of you, and I look forward to the day you can.
Redriel, the people who made this game clearly read the books, took some notes, and probably forgot everything they didn't write down. I have never heard a better description of this game.
I feel that.
Asher sent me this coin to remember him. What a strange place, Essos.
That's like me saying.
In this game, all of our theories are true because that's exactly what we did.
That's like somebody saying, "What a strange place North America is."
This mystical realm, Pennsylvania.
Rocky says, wasn't the coin put there by Varys to fuck with Cersei? That is unless, if I'm mistaken, please tell me. I believe that is popularly theorized, but not confirmed at this moment.
It's hard to say anything's for sure with Varys, right?
Yeah, it's all so weird.
That man like swims in ambiguity, and possibly as a mermaid, possibly as a woman.
Oh no, Goose Bolton, as previous Boltons were flaying storks of Winterfell. That's pretty good.
You guys are killing me.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. North America is a pretty strange place. Yeah, no, fine.
It's true, I live there.
Is this okay? Now I know that this says coal brazier, but this looks like rolling garbage can. You see this in the middle? This looks like rolling.
That does look like a rolling garbage can.
Like it was left here by the production department.
Take the letter out of the treasure chest and like try and like like basketball it in.
Kobe.
3-pointer range, Kobe.
My favorite Bills player is Cole Beasley.
He's not even top 3 for me. Cole Beasley's my mom's favorite player, though.
Popularly theorized, but not confirmed.
But you must appeal to Lady Margaery to intervene on our behalf. She is our best hope, and can be a powerful ally. Especially now when your family so desperately
needs
our
favorite Bills
help.
player, for anybody wondering, is Stephon Diggs. I like wide receivers a lot because I cannot imagine myself being one. To me, it's like some like magic fuckery watching somebody catch a ball moving that fast. Because like Stephon Diggs will just like jump in the air and stick his arms out, catch the ball in like the less than a second he could have conceivably done that, and then like just do it. He'll just catch the ball, and it's crazy to me. It's like watching a magic trick happen.
Mr. Silver says, well, biography. No. My guy will write that before writing The Winds of Winter. Come on in.
No, it's fine. Come in.
The Winds of Winter is an autobiography.
Yeah. This is not how people who aren't spies put Colin Brazier.
Begging your pardon, my lady.
Yes.
But you all right? If you don't mind my asking.
This person is talking, which presumably means they're not Varys' little bird.
I'm fine, thank you.
I'm sure they won't be implied to be working for Varys later.
You avoided the question. Yeah, yes I did.
Please hurry if you can. Lady Margaery will be here any minute.
Of course, my lady. You work for Lady Margaery?
Work for?
I may be wrong. But
is that the turn of
like
phrase you're going with? I'm her handmaid.
I'm her handmaiden.
That's what I thought. I've seen you with her before. You seem like good friends. I saw Lady Margaery just this morning, outside the Royal Sept, talking to Queen Cersei.
Cersei?
Yeah. The Queen.
They appeared to be having some sort of disagreement. I couldn't hear much, but
I'm just gonna let
it was definitely an argument.
I'm not gonna say anything, I'm just gonna let him keep talking.
Yep.
I'm having such a good time.
I heard them arguing about House Forrester.
House Forrester?
Interesting.
I thought you'd like to know.
Oh, this
Forgive me if I was mistaken. I hope you're not in any kind of trouble. Most people don't tend to notice a coal boy. Not in King's Landing with so many lords and ladies about. You see and hear all sorts of things when people don't even know you're there. Good night, milady.
That was ominous.
Yeah.
What an ominous stranger. Ah!
Hey, look who it is!
Lady Margaery, you're early.
I was hoping there would be time for us to talk. Come.
Margaery Tyrell, after trying the world's, thickest hair, spray.
Thick with, several seasons.
From the day you arrived in Highgarden, I've thought of you more as a friend.
If Margaery headbutts somebody right now, their ribs are breaking.
Zach Riffle, return!
I'm riffing. Apparently Tom had to go do something.
I feel
this is foreshadowing for later when I'll have to do that. Oh no, he has to make a decision. Oh no, Tom!
Family as well.
Tom, you're gonna say nothing. Okay, excellent. You're just gonna look sad and mopey.
You must not despair. We will get through this together.
We'll get through this together, Margaery
You
says.
must understand there
So,
is to what I can say.
they got Natalie Dormer
here in King's Landing
for this game. They're very proud about that. It probably cost them $1 million.
Whose family fought for Robb Stark.
Cold Boy's brand, yes. Time traveling brand necessarily had to become the Cold Boy to make sure that the timeline prestige is necessary. Yeah, that's totally it. Sir Ilan at the helm. Yes, we're an internet guy. We're doing the Ilan Payne playthrough.
I told her you are one of my most trusted handmaidens.
Oh wow!
You can hardly be blamed for the actions of your father and brother.
Wow!
The game was just on autoplay.
It was on autoplay. You've missed 2 dialogues.
An apology of some sort for what I don't know, but she's waiting for us now, and I promised I would bring you to her. I wouldn't ask this of you.
I'm sorry, you're right. We have to, Zach, we have to turn it down.
I cannot afford any conflict with Cersei with the wedding so near.
I cannot apologize, my lady.
Cersei's forcing you to apologize for being from the north, I guess.
Mr. Silver's right. We need to make sure that people are getting the
humor her. Tell her what she wants to hear.
Yeah, it's not even a cutscene. We're making dialogue choices here. It's a good thing that Mira Forrester's story pays off and is crucial to the overall game.
Okay.
You'll be fine. I know you.
I have serious problems with this being show canon.
But you must say
because, like, this is a crucial scene. If Cersei's making girls from the north go in and apologize for the rebellion,
good luck.
Like, we should have seen that through Sansa's eyes, right? That's so peculiar that Cersei's making this happen.
I can wait.
Maybe it's Joffrey.
Wait a minute. Those doors are double. Those doors opened out a moment ago, and now
they're double hinged.
You can do.
How are these doors double hinged?
Maesters built them. Bran the Builder built those doors.
It won't let me spin around. Oh my God! Look, it's medium-sized finger.
So sad there's no Tywin or Jar. If they could get Tywin for this, that would have been amazing.
Ah, Lady Margaery, aren't you looking lovely this evening?
Lord Tyrion, Your Grace.
Okay.
With your permission, allow me to introduce Lady Mira of House Forrester.
Okay.
Cersei Lannister, who recently had surgery to look like the first Barbie doll.
I mean, we should probably kneel, right? She might actually kill us if we don't kneel.
Your Grace.
That's true.
The girl knows her courtesies. Impressive. You may rise.
God, what are the
House
worst?
Forrester is a northern house loyal to the king.
Are they?
I beg your pardon, Your Grace.
I wasn't talking
I beg your
to
pardon,
you.
Your Grace.
I want to hear from the girl. Is your family loyal to the king?
And this is all the time traveling tree druids. Yep.
She just
He's not
openly
here, is he?
disrespected
She
the
is.
queen to be in court.
The girl can speak for
Yep.
her house.
Our loyalty
House
never
Forrester's loyalty to the crown never wavers, Your Grace.
I see.
Which crown?
Yet. For centuries, the Forresters have been loyal bannermen to House Stark. A house of traitors.
Oh my God, go make out with your brother. They were our wardens.
They were the wardens of the North. We
are ducking every question.
King.
It really gave Cersei like the way they like modeled Cersei makes her neck so prominent. I'm staring at her neck the whole time.
Was unwavering.
I forgot how not great the actors who are the characters based on real life actors
Is your
look.
house willing to swear fealty to your new liege lord, Roose Bolton?
Oh no, I've been asked directly.
Roose Bolton also deserves a start.
He is the warden.
He is. And I the Queen Regent and Tyrion the Master of Coin.
Tyrion becoming Master of Coin after Littlefinger is actually important for a theory I'm working on top.
Saying nothing at all.
Old allegiances are not easily abandoned. But now that the war is over, we must look
So I might need to actually pay
forge
attention here.
new alliances.
See if there's any evidence I can
Shields to
glean.
be built, and Joffrey will need a steady supply of ironwood for his
Ooh.
armies.
Okay.
I'm told there are
Wait,
others who
that might just be a ding in a future
episode. We can rely on House Forrester.
Forrester Ironwood does seem rather unique.
To our mutual
benefit, Your Grace.
Oh.
And at the pleasure of your king.
You gotta be faster with those recommendations.
You'll be ashamed to see it fall into the hands
I do.
I imagine you'd do almost anything to prevent that from happening.
I don't know what.
Ask any Lannister, and they do
puppy power.
Necessary to save
It's funny that we're getting some echoing of these
to see another house lay claim to what's yours.
I won't dishonor myself.
I won't dishonor myself, Your Grace.
I see.
What would you have the girl do, Cersei? It's not as if she fought beside the Starks, wielding a battle axe for the Northern Army.
Oh no, I think it's season 7 Tyrion.
It raises an interesting question.
Yeah.
Can we truly blame those who are on the wrong side of the wall? Our dear
this is Tyrion written by people who just know the "I drink and know things" quote.
Can we fault her for her mistake? Should she be held accountable?
She was just following her heart, Your Grace.
And the very same heart so quickly led her to my son.
If there's a point to this, I hope you find it quickly.
You're the master of coin, Tyrion. What is this
Loyalty can be
open-court
such a hard
mockery?
thing to define. This city alone is filled with all sorts of ambitious opportunists looking to reinvent themselves, pretending to be something they're not. Who knows?
This game takes a nosedive.
This scene should be happening in Cersei
You are a girl
Sola.
from the north here in service to Lady Margaery.
Yes. However, they wanted to render the Iron Throne.
Yet loyalty to a king, that must be absolutely.
Also, Tyrion shouldn't be here. Tyrion should be gone. Cersei does not want Tyrion to be there making snide comments when she interrogates somebody. Notably, in the books, when Cersei interrogates somebody, Tyrion's not there.
Oh, I won't be conflicted.
Go on.
My loyalties would never conflict, Your Grace.
That's a coward's answer. I will not have my time wasted by a northern girl who thinks she can play games. Who do you choose?
This, like I said, this game's writing, when we're not following Garrett Tuttle around, is not. I would say I'm sworn to my Lady Margaery.
She might shoot us with a crossbow.
Go for it. Who cares? I'm sure nobody gets shot with a crossbow or killed at all in this game.
That's a good point.
I must choose Margaery, Your Grace.
Clearly your handmaiden does not have her priorities straight.
She is a threat to the crown, isn't she?
Why are you here?
The most dangerous handmaiden in all of King's Landing.
No, that's yours.
I'm not quite sure what to make of her.
I'm glad you didn't side with Cersei, because eventually she's going to poison all of her friends.
Not very encouraging either.
She does make it happen. I'm kind of into
this.
I'm kind of into this. Zach, I'm kind of into this.
Of course, Your Grace.
The SS dude is fun, but the plot makes no sense. Correct. He's one of the few characters they bothered to give personality. It's a shame.
I'll walk you out.
It's a shame that it doesn't fit in the story at all.
This may come as a surprise, but I met your father.
The ship's already still actually all sank immediately.
We're learning things about the
Then he
Attorney
didn't trust
Lannister.
Ramsay Bolton. We only spoke briefly, but your father struck me as an honorable man. You have my condolences for his loss.
Thank you, Lord Tyrion.
These would be trying times for your family, even under the best of circumstances.
Thank you, Lord Tyrion. That's very kind of you to say.
You were brave to declare your loyalty to Lady Margaery. No doubt she was pleased, but Cersei, she will not soon forget what you said.
Yeah, it popped up in the corner.
It was quite the first impression. I, of course, found it all highly entertaining. But it certainly wasn't what Cersei was expecting.
Yep. Feeling pain in it.
My dear sister has been known to hold a grudge. My sister and I...
Tom, I'm sorry, vamp for a bit. I need to... I will be right back.
Oh, I got you. I'm going to dial into the plot here.
We must find our amusements
Everybody
where
in chat
we can.
ready? We're dialing into the plot.
She threatened to give your ironwood to another house. It is the Master of Coin who decides such matters.
Oh, that's why he's sitting in on the meeting.
The crown needs boats.
Yes.
Boats need wood, and I speak for the crown.
We need Aurane Waters. What are you
Not
suggesting?
What are you suggesting?
would give for Peter
I
Dinklage to a
suppose the
Game of Thrones
Crown
audiobook.
could be
Yes.
persuaded to secure Ironwood from House Forrester. Lady Margaery might not look favorably on such an alliance.
Okay.
And it would infuriate Cersei.
I love doing that.
Although what would be amusing for me might prove rather dangerous for you and your house. Are you willing to risk that?
Oh, House Lorax.
It may be far too dangerous. In fact, forget I even suggested such a thing.
It's a risk I'm willing to take, Lord Tyrion.
Yeah,
Please.
we're doing it. We're doing it.
You are a brave girl, aren't you?
House DeVito.
I'll consider it.
Sir Danny of House DeVito.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I promised Sansa I would join her for dinner tonight.
Oh, yes. Yeah, that
3
whole thing.
beautiful bottles of Dornish wine await my arrival. The mere thought of them makes me thirsty already.
Good. Okay, we're not talking. We're not talking.
Just be careful. This is not the North. King's Landing can be a nest of vipers to the uninitiated.
No, Oberyn isn't here yet.
Oberyn is not here yet. Because Joffrey is still alive. Tom, you ever do that thing where you're intoxicated, where you look in a mirror and you're like, oh no, I'm that drunk? Asking for a friend.
How was it? Cersei has a way of looking at you as though you're nothing. It's more than a little intimidating.
I'm not gonna answer.
Sorry, I shouldn't have asked.
Is this person a spy?
Lady
King's Landing,
Margaery
everybody.
spent the entire day
Zach,
working on
Matas,
seating
Will,
arrangements for the
Sharon
wedding. Of course,
Right, seating
you and I
arrangements.
did
We're
way
doing
at the
wedding
back,
stuff.
Here with the 4th cousins and the 9th born sons. Sir Jamie, I wouldn't mind tarnishing that white cloak of his.
He's not here.
What?
Weird that you're one of Lady Margaery's people and not one of Sansa's
Over in
people.
Martell, the Red Viper.
It's very likely they could only get
I'm
Natalie
told
Dormer.
he has a paramour.
I'm gonna say
Which
he's
I
quite
doubt you
handsome.
don't
He is quite handsome.
He is quite handsome.
That's true.
Whenever I don't know about you, Zach, but whenever I play a game, I do play it in the
Perhaps
horniest
Lady
fashion.
Margaery could make the right introduction.
I will decline to answer lest people find my Patreon.
Marrying a king? I can only imagine what that would be like.
Anyone who says Patreon when is also getting a permaban.
Don't permaban people who say Patreon. If you want to get permabanned.
He does have a certain look about him.
Zach, you just said
and he's always
Patreon
treated
when. I'm
Lady
sorry.
Margaery well.
Oh no.
More than you can say for his
There's
wife.
no more theory videos. It's just Tom talking to himself.
That's it. That's
Well,
just me.
I would marry him. Imagine the power you would have as Queen of the 7 Kingdoms. I might even allow you to be my handmaiden.
Patreon was more famous than Sophie Turner when this came out, and now, yes. But it shouldn't be about who's more famous, it's about who's better for the narrative, right?
What a perfect
Like if they built a narrative where Dolores Ed was like crucial to the plot,
What are you doing?
it'd be more important to get his actor than it would be to get Kit Harington for Jon Snow, right? It depends on the story you're telling.
I'm gonna say I'm
I'm
sorry
sorry,
because I
my
don't know what she's
lady.
mad
As
about.
am I. We shouldn't have been messing about.
This is not a game. It's a
weren't
battle
doing anything.
plan. Allies and enemies.
Patreon Jacobs.
Every
That's
move.
Patreon.
Oh my
They
god.
say it is men who are powerful.
She did kill Joffrey.
The queen was rather disappointed.
The game kind of implies that, doesn't it?
It really does look like she
I'm
killed
afraid it's
Joffrey.
over.
RIG says
King's
OnlyFans
Landing
when,
can
Zach?
be exhausting sometimes.
Well, we said 10,000 subscribers.
There's
We will
always
have an
someone who
OnlyFans
believes
10,000
and
subscribers.
There it is.
We said that, and guess we're doing it.
So, if you're not subscribed,
will only
you should
get
hit
worse
that
when
button
I'm
in the
queen.
corner right
Once they know the
now.
true heart, the lords and
You don't know
ladies
what
will
we
have
do
known.
on an OnlyFans.
I know what we do on an OnlyFans. Oh, Zach, I'm sorry. Do you not know
Do
what
you agree?
OnlyFans is?
I know what OnlyFans. Okay, correct. Yes, I'm aware of OnlyFans. I know what is usually on there. I know what people are asking when they say that.
You learn very quickly.
Pulls down glasses. Do you need me to teach
Your
you
words
what
to Cersei
OnlyFans
were
is?
brave, but I know you must fear.
No, Lord Exler, no.
Family.
I will ever see our Clash of Clans stream when we do it sometime, maybe, possibly in the future.
Thank you, my lady.
No promises, no
There's
guarantees.
been something on my mind. Something important.
Oh my lord. The people want sexy Robert
Sexy Rob-
Baratheon cosplay. I'm
What?
gonna ask Marjorie Baratheon for help.
I will probably cosplay Stannis. I was actually talking about this with my roommates. I'm about to gain an additional one, but my roommates were talking about like A Song of Ice and Fire, as we sometimes do, because they're aware of this show. And I mentioned that we could all go cosplay because, like, just our body types and the way we look and our age differences. Although the person who'd be playing Bobby B is younger than me.
Do we want Sarah in the room or not?
Sarah may stay. We were talking about doing a Baratheon Brothers cosplay. Because one of us could pull off Renly, I could pull off Stannis, and not only could my other roommate pull off Bobby B, but Bobby B is like his favorite character. He quotes that motherfucker all the time. So we were thinking about finding a convention somewhat close to where we live and all going as the different Baratheon brothers. And I have to have that conversation again when we have an actual convention and a plan to do it. And more money.
I know it's
one
a
of
lot
my
to ask of you,
my
and I wouldn't
resolutions is
otherwise,
actually
but
to run 10
she
con events,
insisted.
so I'm going with you.
We never made the Resolution Bowl video. I think we've mentioned it a couple times.
We gotta do that.
Especially
well, here's a leak for our second channel. I invented a thing years ago to make competitive New Year's resolutions, and
Joffrey knows only two.
I came up with it for myself. Like, here's 12 things I want to accomplish this year in 2019, because I was having a really bad 2019. And then in 2020, I decided to invite other people.
Lady Sansa.
It is that dire. Continue.
It is that dire, my lady.
It is that dire.
I fear for my
in 2020, I decided to invite other people, and Tom was the first person I invited.
Woo!
And now every year, I have a competition amongst my friends to see who can improve their life the most through competitive New Year's resolutions. And we are publicizing that on our other channel rather soon. We're going to talk about the goals we have for this year. It's been fun. It made me like learn music better than I thought I ever would, and a bunch of other things. And sorry, what did you say one of your resolutions was?
I just find it funny that you say it's been fun, and that's like saying the Titanic is damp.
Very well.
It's been
I'll make your
extraordinary.
request, but I cannot promise anything.
Thank you, my lady.
One of mine was to
send a
run
raven to
10
my
con
family at
events.
once.
Oh, that sounds like fun.
Also, sidebar, Elazor, we can do a Clash of Clans stream on OnlyFans when we hit 10,000 subscribers. We can do a 10K cock stream.
We will when we hit 10,000 subscribers. We will open an OnlyFans and we will get into our underwear and play Clash of Clans with a camera on us.
No, there won't be a camera. It'll just be Clash of Clans.
You'll have to assume that we're in our underwear.
Yes. we will have many copies of Clash of Kings around too. It'll be a cock stream. It'll be the 10,000 cock stream.
Let's play a little.
It's Ramsay! We ran into Ramsay randomly in the middle of the woods.
Yes. Steve, legitimately, that was the whole point. Was, will I improve my life harder if I can show up my friends by doing it? And the answer is yes. The answer is if I get bragging rights for improving my life slightly better than my other friend improved their life, we both improved our lives in a way that we probably would not have otherwise. Yes.
What with all that bloody noise?
Like a drowning cat. I thought he'd never stop.
As my father.
We have had people on this channel who are subscribers email Bad Dragon, ask them to sponsor us. They don't currently do sponsorships. We would love to, like.
Who was that? Was that Andy Sketcher?
He does now.
I don't know if that was Andy Sketcher or not, but it was amazing. We would love their sponsorship. We would take it immediately. I have not used their products, but I have many friends who have recommended them highly. I think we both agreed at one point, Tom, if we ever do a sponsorship, it's a product we like actually believe is quality. We would never advertise something we don't personally think is worth your time and money.
I will advertise things that I love and use.
Hear that?
Nothing else.
But I have not used any of their products, but I've... Oh,
I'm staying.
Stay still.
I'm not moving. He's going to do that.
Several of my friends have recommended them highly. It's not my type of thing.
Never mind.
As an
We've
avid
wasted enough time already.
Bad Dragon fan, I will absolutely do a sponsorship.
Resolution Bowl. Forge says Resolution Bowl is a good concept. Yeah, and you make multiple. Like we usually do 12, so that if you screw something up, if there's something that you can't accomplish, you have backups. So at the very least, most people by the time we have a party at the end of the year where we celebrate, or beginning of next year where we celebrate and cheer people on for all they accomplished and hand somebody a trophy. And it's good to have multiple different things to try to attempt because you'll probably do some of them. And we encourage do some things big, some things small. So like one of mine this year is I have like an album of music I need to finish and publish and get out there and promote to some extent. Oh, I forgot about the scene. Yeah, I have a trophy. I won the most recent Resolution Bowl, which is kind of funny that this is the first time I won and I came up with the idea. But I won the most recent one, and I have a trophy on my desk right now. It's a ferret standing on two legs. It's been a different animal every year. And yes, there's a trophy involved. There's pictures of the ceremony. There's a bake-off. We have a dessert bake-off every year.
Yeah, I just want to talk about this for a second. I want to throw in my 2 cents, which adjusted for inflation is like 1.1 cents. It's the most wonderful idea any of us has ever come up with, to the point where it makes me angry that it's such a good idea that it makes me mad. You know, Zach, you have turned self-improvement into a competitive sport. And
yeah.
This is what when we did the failed recording of it a couple days ago, I said I absolutely under no circumstances will eat healthy or work out to like improve my state of being to be a healthier person. I will not do any of that. What I will do is absolutely anything to beat Zep. Anything. My God, I will do anything to beat you. Holy shit. I ran. This is not a joke. I trained for and ran a half marathon in order to get points over Zach.
It's true. You did do that.
I swam across I free swam across the Niagara River because of this human being in this call. That is your fault.
True. That's true. I've done some of the most intense writing and music production of my life so that none of my friends could beat me. So that I could make sure I cleared one of my roommates.
Holy shit. So we're gonna kind of try to open this up to the internet. And if people want to play along, they can, and if not, they can just watch us, and if nobody watches it, whatever. We will have a record, and we will watch back the things that we do on the second channel about this.
As we've stated many times on this channel, we never expected to have any amount of audience, except for like maybe 2 or 3 people. The fact that we have like 40-ish people watching the stream right now is astounding to us, and we're very, very happy, and we thank you all.
So everybody in chat, start thinking of resolutions. You're banned if you don't participate.
We usually do 12, and everybody scores them with points. I think 1,200 is the cap, and 100 is the low point. Like if somebody has a really lame one.
Red Riel says there's 43 people in here right now, and that's true, and that's ridiculous.
And your grandfather, Lord Thorin the Bold, who seized back the river valley from the White Hills.
Oh my God.
For yourselves, it's all about self-improvement. Also, Tom and I have our resolutions already. We have what we're going to do this year. I might edit mine slightly because my the lock-in date for the group that I have the party with is probably Valentine's Day, so I might tweak mine a little bit, but I have a pretty good list that I'm pretty happy with. I might switch it around a little bit.
Lord before him chose one man whom they trusted above all others. The Lord Sentinel.
Yeah, if you are watching this VOD like 6 months from now, just make one that you think you can accomplish in the next 6 months, and then do another one different for the next year. Yes.
I gotta call people craven more.
I do have one of my resolutions is to visit the graves of 20 people I admire, which is going to be a fun one because I'm going to document the whole thing. And if you watch my other channel, Zach from the Club, I'm pretty sure that the last one I'm going to make sure is Leo Ryan, because I spent so much time researching that man. I actually I ordered a picture of him after I finished the video essay and got it published, and I just framed it and put it up on my wall today. It looks very nice with the rest of my pictures.
Quiet, thief. Eric was supposed to be guarding our weapons, but instead we caught him stealing them.
2 shields and
Quarterly resolutions. We do sometimes have a.
Here's what Sir Royland.
Jake Ames says Zach is going to kill 20 people. It was at the grave this year.
My lord, I fled.
All right, we all got to draw straws. There's 44 people in here.
It's not stealing if you're taking what's
Sorry,
yours by right. It speaks true. I've
Hey,
got family to feed.
I mean, I've got some idea of it because, like, I'm in the Philly suburbs, so going to DC to go to Arlington is not that difficult. There's some really cool people buried in the Philly area too. Benjamin Franklin's buried here, in the Philly, in Philadelphia itself.
But they're honest. This house is falling.
Kind of excellent.
We'll never survive the coming winter.
I'm gonna stay
Most
quiet.
of us won't even live to see
it. Like I said, I will defend this episode and none of the other ones. This episode,
I'm here to like this game.
This
I'm
house
excited.
is in chaos.
I'm having a great time, and I'm not sober.
You'll address him as Lord.
I'm also not sober.
Lord Ethan, you must decide the punishment. Lord Gregor always took a thief's fingers. 3 of them.
Now may not be the time for harsh punishment. The men are on edge as it is.
Men need to know they cannot do whatever the fuck they please. Their lord will not permit it.
You can send him to the wall.
These two arguing all the time is also a staple of this game.
I imagine that's what's going on inside Stanley's
I like it. I like how Tally is always to look sad all the time. Just have that mopey face on.
If you punish me,
Sounds very quiet, says Jake Abe.
it will be an injustice.
I mean, you use the word.
Please.
Tom sounds very quiet. Hang on, I can boost your Tom. Hang on. We'll do one of these. Testing. I should be a little bit louder now. There we go.
Only depends on me.
Send him to the wall.
What
I
are we
agree.
doing? What kind of person are we?
Send to the wall. The wall needs Ben anyways.
Why is the wall not capitalized?
I don't know.
Click.
Sentinel.
It's not the Pink Floyd album.
Where you will join the Night's Watch. No, please, my lord! My family, without me, they'll die!
He's not wrong. Send him to any wall. You stole from us. You started at the window.
Was certainly unpleasant, but a lord must meet our punishment when it's due.
Not just yourself, of course.
It was my duty.
It's a lord's duty, so I did it.
Lord Little of House John, our
You heard
house
what the
words,
thief said.
from the
Expect
window
this sort of
to
thing
the
will happen
wall.
Again. But a sentinel can help you in the face of disloyalty. You need someone you can trust by your side. Someone you can rely on, no matter the circumstance. Possessing wisdom and experience.
I like the
who
people.
would you choose?
You think I should choose?
Oh
There are 2
goodness!
capable men for the role.
They're 2 capable
Both
men
want
for the
the
role.
job.
Both want the job, and
thinks
neither
very
thinks
highly
highly of the other.
How do I decide?
That's true.
between them?
Oh, this is
Talk to
a
them.
parallel.
Solicit
Hang
the
on.
opinion of
Tom's got theory to talk about. This is a parallel to the choice at the wall for Lord Commander. Right?
Yeah.
You have Bowen Marsh, who is well respected, and you have hang on, don't tell me. Oh no. Oh no. You have the Eastwatch person and the Shadow Tower person. Damn it. Whose names I can't remember right now. And they both hate each other, so maybe there's a middle ground. Somebody tell me the names of these characters.
It'd be really cool if they put a middle ground in this game.
RIG says Pike and Malister. Thank you. There's too many names. There's too many
keep
names.
you around, RIG.
And I've taken too many.
We can't remember all these characters.
people close to you. Here, the bracer of the Sentinel. The badge of office.
The bracer of the Sentinel.
Tonight is your first small council meeting.
Sounds a lot like a boss, like a Dark Souls boss.
To show that you are decisive.
I like how they have their own little version of the Hand of the Kingpin. It's
your Sentinel will wear this
kind of like obvious, but it's also
make the right choices.
I admire any amount of world building, I guess. Even if it's
speak with me when you're ready to convene the small council,
when I was watching Daredevil, my favorite character was the Hand of the Kingpin. Hey, how dare you? What was his name? I think it was Wesley. Okay, all right, we got to pick a person.
I haven't watched Daredevil actually.
Daredevil's really good.
I've heard tell. Yeah.
I've taken vows. Oh. Okay, alright, we got some stuff to explore. Let's talk to Duncan. Alright, we're gonna do this right. We're gonna talk to both of these guys, we're gonna figure out what their policy positions are.
Yes, they deserve a job interview, right?
Yeah. And face a difficult decision.
What's Duncan's tax policy?
Your father often sought my counsel.
Talking
As
about
Lord,
Sentinels.
I must name a Sentinel.
Of course. And if I may ask, who do you favor for the role?
I mean...
Perhaps I can share my insight.
Not sure yet, right?
I'm not
and
sure, I don't know
talking
yet.
can sometimes help you make a decision.
I haven't decided yet.
Well, you must soon, my lord.
This
is not a matter to be taken
the conversation
lightly.
I wanted to be having.
Thank you, Duncan. I appreciate your advice.
I'm at your service, my lord.
There was no advice. I gotta tell you, Duncan, you were top of the list, and
Our
you're not
provisions
anymore.
are rather low, my lord.
Tom, are you saying this game is underwritten?
Why?
But it doesn't look good.
Why?
Eric said people were going to starve. Why can't we feed
I don't
them?
know. Maybe because we're
war
at
is
war.
taking its toll.
Thank you.
Even our own stores for the house are dwindling. We couldn't withstand a siege, my lord. If the Boltons or the White Hills cut us off from winter south, we'd only last a fortnight. But there are...
That implies that the other Duncan was Duncan the Large.
Oh no,
Or
I'm receiving a phone call. Riff!
Oh no, Duncan the Venti.
We've done it before in desperate times.
Oh no, how is Tom receiving a phone call of all things right now?
All our pigs to the house.
Well, I guess you're not saying anything there. Why do you only have to leave during the times where your character is making important decisions?
I can speak to the huntsman and trappers.
There's plenty of like filler time in this game.
My lord.
All right, everybody. I guess I will read chat. Duncan the Grande. Good old Ariana Big. Give them wood to eat. I don't know. I presume like wood's probably high in fiber, right? But I can't imagine it gives you much otherwise. Dunk in donuts. Dunk of Chino. Zach, don't tell Tom, but you're my favorite. Hopefully he won't be back to see that. Duncan the Large. That's too good.
Hello, I have returned.
You have returned.
This is a disaster.
Are you holding a sword or a turkey leg?
It's a turkey leg.
Dunk and donuts.
Dunk and donuts. We're gonna talk to the maester. That was a person calling to say, hey, things are disastrous. Things are actually like a real problem right now. And I said, hey, I'm streaming.
Maester?
Yes, Lord Ethan.
What?
Are you prepared to name your Sentinel?
Who said this to you?
Not yet. I cannot say on the internet.
I'm not ready just yet.
Oh, boy. That's a fun one. Because that means it's either work-related or not work-related in a way that's far more interesting. Allegedly.
Can I enter the tower? Who said... Rocky said dunk in the air? And I think that is perhaps the worst take.
Yeah.
Can I talk to this child? Oh.
Ryan.
Okay, look at the shield.
Like if I get a frantic phone call right now, I will do the same thing. I'll just say I'm streaming. But it would be very interesting if somebody called me right now and said things are on fire.
You won't have much left.
Unless it was my apartment, that wouldn't surprise me.
No, Ethan. Look at this. All good swords have a name. I call mine Two Brothers.
Two Brothers.
I carved this to give me strength. And this...
It's from the tree factory, Tom. I forgot you made trees.
You honor Roderick with this.
Shout out if you've ever seen a tree, Tom handcrafted it personally.
Most of them are mine. The rest of them are Zeb's.
Someday, I'll have a real one. But not like that.
I was there briefly. I crafted a tree or two.
Could have that sword.
They're very rare.
You'll have a good sword. I'm sure.
Two Brothers.
I watched you today.
But we'll just call it Two Brothers.
Was he our enemy?
I've not watched any Rick and Morty past season 2.
I must enforce our rules.
Rules mean nothing.
I don't know if I made the correct choice or not.
It doesn't matter if he's good or bad. You can't steal.
You think we can...
That's a rule.
Well, I say he was bad.
You think we can take
bad
this off the rails and do like top to bottom economic reformation?
Even worse. I want a real sword.
I think okay.
Wood.
How are you as a
I'll make sure I have a real sword.
Sworn banner to a sworn banner to the Iron Throne going to upend feudalism? I agree. Feudalism is a bad system. It's horribly inefficient. But I don't want to get too deep into my actual political beliefs.
Most people's complaint with it is the efficiency.
That's true. Oh yeah, it's horribly inefficient, and also the human rights kind of cringe. The lack of them.
Human rights be kind of cringe.
Human rights are based. Lacking human rights is kind of cringe.
I'm gonna click before we continue this extremely funny bit. I'm gonna click on this again, and we're gonna look at the shot. Oh,
that's nice.
Oh, there's this lovely hand-painted background kind of look to this stuff. It's great.
Steve Doris, Westeros would benefit from a more decentralized social democracy-esque thing. I think the differences between the areas, economic output, the things that the resources that they're wealthy in.
Wrong.
It makes some natural conflicts.
Of course, my lord.
Although I feel there's some areas that could be doing really well for themselves if they weren't tethered to the Iron Throne. I understand why certain kingdoms want to break away from the Iron Throne in a political sense, because I think a lot of them could be I'm surprised actually that if you're the Tyrells, you could see a play for your family running the whole place. Even though I think the Tyrells have the biggest and best claim to being their own country, because they're one of the few places in Westeros I feel can feed themselves most of the time, which is always nice. Yeah, the Vale feels kind of weird too. The Vale could be its own independent kingdom and function roughly more or less fine. It's also weird that the Vale has internal security issues that the Crown isn't dealing with at all.
If you pardon me saying so, I think your father would be proud, seeing you make good choices as a young lord.
I haven't made...
The Vale should be independent, closely allied with Bravos. That makes a lot of trade sense, because they're right across from each other and would be good trade partners. And the Vale presumably has resources that Bravos would want.
Yo, slavery kind of cringe for real.
That's true. That's what Summer Abraham Lincoln said.
So thinking about these two individuals who we just spoke to. Only one of them gave us actually talked to us. He was like, these are my credentials. I know this house, I know everyone in it, they trust and respect me. And I don't like him, that other guy. That is a fine pitch.
What's the
I don't think in a job interview you should diss other candidates if you know who they are. It feels like a low blow.
We post anyone who can hold a spear
and that does tell us what we're getting
much scrutiny
from him.
And put our meanest, nastiest looking brutes front and centre. That'll show Ramsay we're a force in our own right. You've got...
I like how if there's ever a word that a message has a swear word in it, YouTube's like, do you want this to appear?
YouTube's like, get that out of there.
Thank you, Sir Royland.
Does the Vale have many
I'll have to change the setting.
Thank you, my lord.
Okay. Yeah, the Vale with ports, I believe.
Alright, what do we think here?
If they weirded with all those little fingers if they didn't have any ports?
Who are we giving this bracelet
to? That's your call.
Duncan D's nuts.
It's one of the very few important things you'll do in this game. Gulltown, yeah.
Zach, this is a secret swear message.
Or should I say Lord Ethan?
Hello, Uncle Malcolm.
I saw what you did today.
It says
not
fuck.
an easy thing to do.
God.
Showing mercy to a man who admits his
look at
guilt.
this. Look at this
But if
bushy
you'll excuse me,
Tony
my lord,
Stark.
I should finish packing before nightfall.
Yes.
I hope to be off tomorrow.
Why are you packing?
Uncle, why are you
Famous Tony Stark, member of Stark family.
Are you?
Your mother asked me to cross the narrow sea to find your brother, Asher.
Asher?
Royce has his own forts. It's just weird that, like, the different kingdoms have such strictly different economies, and some of them benefit. Like, the Lannisters absolutely, like, making gold, benefit from there being a centralized bank that makes gold coins. 100%. They love the Crownland's existence. It makes them, like, worthwhile in a way that they otherwise might not be. Because probably if the North was independent, they would not use gold for their coins, because we don't know that they have a lot of gold. But standardized gold coins throughout the kingdom is really good for the place that mines all the gold. But then you have something like the Reach, where they have an abundance of food, and there are other areas that they could, you know, economically, like, leverage a trade deal with to provide food to that might need it, like the North and the Vale. That they would want to, you know, try and get a more a price more appealing to them, but the crown would not allow that. You could argue the crown's doing a service for those people, and I'm sure that there's like an argument there, right? But it's kind of surprising to me that the Tyrells aren't either. Well, I guess they're making a play for the Iron Throne, which makes more sense. The fact there's not more like Tyrell succession like plots in the past is kind of surprising, because they have one of the biggest bargaining chips in all of Westeros.
Did she?
I knew we could rely on Mira.
Whoa! Oh my God!
She thinks of family above all else. Hopefully Lady Margaery's influence will be enough. But right now I'm more concerned about you.
Why?
I saw what you did to that man.
Who mints the coins? There is a, I was researching this recently, not for a theory, I swear, Tom, don't pay attention. Viserys the Second made a mint that is in King's Landing where the coins are minted. According to the World of Ice and Fire.
They need me to, but...
Viserys the Second.
Viserys the Second, circa
Ethan,
like
please.
110 years ago?
Tell me.
Yes.
Who should I name as my sentinel?
It should definitely be Duncan Tuttle. He's dependable and smart, and everyone trusts his judgment.
Alright, so this is the argument.
Sir Royland is unpredictable.
Do we need a
and likely to make
wartime
matters
general
worse.
who's an asshole? Or a sensible
You've always
politician?
given me good advice. Thank you.
Which one do we want?
Chat can decide who our Sentinel is.
Alright, chat. Chat, do we want Duncan? The reasonable, sensible, merciful individual, or Royland, who's kind of an asshole. I've got two Duncans. Steel and sword. As a woman, I advise to not listen to her. She does not know the ways of war. I chose Royland, wasn't disappointed. Duncan. I have three Duncans. The tough asshole. Maybe I actually should have made a straw poll.
Yeah, you should have made a straw poll. We're getting like a lot of Duncan and Royland right now.
Royland, Malcolm is not a choice. I don't think so. I think he's leaving.
Yeah, you're not allowed to take a third way out or something like that. It's a dynamic choice.
He knows it. That's right. All right, I'm convinced by Mr. Silver.
Yeah, he knows about the MacGuffin.
He knows about the MacGuffin. He knows about the thing.
Tom, I'll be right back, Vamp.
Okay, I have no problem. I'm gonna talk to Sir Duncan. Yeah, of course, Duncan, we want Dunk.
I've decided to name you as my sentinel.
Yay, let's go.
Congratulations.
Why, thank you, my lord. I'm honored. But are you sure?
Oh, will you let me back out? It will let me back out.
Yes.
Yes, I'm sure.
Of course. I'm convinced you're the man for the job.
Then I accept. But first, you must summon the small council, my lord, to make it official.
Right. I'll tell Maester Ortengrin to do it at once.
Pipe. Where are you, Maester? Over here? Oh my god, you move so slow. Alright, let's talk. Now pick Royland just to fuck with Duncan. Yes.
My lord,
yes, the Donald Trump method of picking political officials. Yes, I am. I am ready.
Yes, Maester. I'm ready.
Very well. I will convene the small council at once.
Yeah, we have to pick Tuttle, because otherwise how will we go about Duncan on this game? Do you ever tell a joke that just makes you laugh? You ever tell a joke that's just for you? Okay, you're my guy.
You may sit.
I believe Lord Ethan has reached his decision.
I have.
Before I name my Sentinel, I must tell you.
Can I actually change?
We're both worthy.
You are both worthy, right? You're both worthy.
This house needs you both.
But you can only choose one.
Thank you. Thanks, Maester.
This whole choice feels kind of dumb.
Many thought either of you would make
it feels like they needed a dynamic choice for the first episode.
Made my decision.
I like that they built like a bracer for it and they tried to make it like a lorry thing, but
yeah, I kind of like it. Can I pick anybody else?
Nope.
Can I pick the Maester?
Nope.
No, it's just these two?
Dynamic choice.
Now, I did already
Your choices matter, Tom. Your choices matter.
I told Duncan that I was picking him, and it will let me pick Diet Stannis Baratheon over here. I'm giving it to Duncan.
Duncan Tuttle, you will be my Sentinel.
Tuttle? This is reckless.
Duncan the medium
Lord Ethan has made his choice.
This choice is dumb. I'm taking a drink.
Yay!
I will not disappoint you, my lord.
Clink.
Now, Sentinel, what do you have to report of Ramsay Snow?
Our scout says only a day's ride from here, with no time to waste.
We're gonna die.
Who knows what he's capable
We're gonna die.
We need to prepare.
I mean, that's true categorically.
I think don't panic is
There's
probably
no need
not
to
if you're
panic.
Bran. I think
We
don't
can
panic
devise
is
a
probably
plan
the
to
correct
deal
choice.
with him.
The Boltons need our people to.
That's what. Does he have a
Even
towel?
Bastard Ramsay must understand that.
He's not coming here to negotiate.
Oh my God! Let's do
We must
on the other
answer with
channel.
the
Let's
sword.
do the
You gamble with
adventure
the lives
game.
of everyone within these walls.
The Hitchhiker's Guide one?
The Hitchhiker's Guide adventure
absolutely.
game.
You named me Sentinel. I knew this would happen. He cannot be
This
trusted.
is the bloody small council. Lord
Stop
Ethan
this
deserves
madness
to
in
hear
the name
from
of your
all us.
king.
Enough! Would my father have stood for this kind of bickering? Neither will I.
Sir Royland is clearly able and ready to take up arms, but the rest of our soldiers are not. We need to take a cunning approach. Diplomacy can be a sharper instrument than a sword.
The Bolton sigil is a flame.
2012 Game of Thrones.
I don't know this
game.
Gentlemen, please.
Will you please link this game? And
Probably no one will remember this.
Thank the gods
No
Mira
one
has
will
asked Lady
remember
Margaery
this.
for her help.
Killer Toad,
But
please
Ethan,
link
you
that.
don't know
Proud
about
to
the MacGuffin.
intervene
Yes,
on
we're
her
metagaming.
But we must have a plan if Mira's efforts are not successful. I trust Mira's judgment.
This is
I don't
the
doubt she
correct
did
choice
everything
for
within
any
her
leader.
power to help us.
Mother, what do you recommend we do?
We must give him whatever he wants and be done with it. It's too dangerous to do otherwise.
Why not make an offering for peace, my lord?
Yeah, the wisdom of the Citadel.
We can give the Boltons ironwood in exchange for their protection.
You must be mad. It's pure folly to just give away the only currency we have to bargain with.
Enough!
I've also never seen gameplay of the 2012 game.
What do we think here? What do we think? I didn't even know that there was a 2012 Game of Thrones. This I think will set the tone for us as players.
Yeah, I think so.
My instinct is to use diplomacy, but metagaming a little bit. I know we're up against Ramsay Bolton. I think Ramsay Bolton responds better to bargaining than diplomacy.
Correct.
I'm using it. Click.
Maester Ortengrin has swayed me. We will offer the Boltons a share of the ironwood, and we will promise our people to harvest it, thus securing their safety.
As Sentinel and Castellan, I must warn against this. You may do this for some gain now, but in the end, it will starve this house.
If we don't, there may be no House Forrester at all.
My guy is correct.
If you aren't ready for a fight, You're bound to lose when one breaks out.
Keep training your people, asshole.
Ethan has
Ramsay,
made
I've come to bargain.
known, and you will
No!
respect his decision.
Forgive us, my lord. We are, of course, here to serve you.
Gameplay of the horrible
As we
mobile
served
app
your
has
father.
pop-up ads everywhere. I've seen gameplay of the mobile
then,
game.
Let's decide
Where
how
at a
we
certain
shall
point
set
you
the
need to
stage
pay to
for
win. It's
Ramsay's
kind of
arrival.
ridiculous.
We could offer him the ironwood in the courtyard.
My lord, making this kind of offer outright may simply embolden Ramsay. There could be trouble, and all the house will be there to see
He
it.
does make an interesting
Meet him
point.
in a hall. It will be more private, and he will not have an audience to play against you.
Lord Ethan?
I think we invite him into the Great Hall, right?
I mean, I guess, right?
Yeah.
I will
It's
meet him
Ramsay,
in the
right?
Great
He's
Hall.
gonna find a way in if you
A
don't
wise
kill him.
move, my lord.
It's careless. Can't you see Tuttle is steering you wrong?
That's enough, Royland. Lord Ethan has given his command.
How many years have I served this house? I cannot listen to that bloody idiot anymore.
Then go home.
Forgive me, my lord, but you are not ready to be lord of this house. You're likely to get us all killed.
Out.
Get
Go away.
out.
You'll regret that, my lord.
Bag of dick.
Apologies, my son. I had expected better of him. But now that it is settled, we know what we must do. You will meet Ramsay Snow in the Great Hall.
And we will
Oh, we're
offer
at
the
39
ironwood,
responses to our
providing
secret
a safe
Targaryen
future for
poll,
this house.
which is in the
And don't worry,
description.
Lord
Yes!
Ethan. I will stand beside you.
Zach,
where
you
your
wanna link in the
sentinel
chat?
belongs.
I mean, it's in the description. People can see it literally right now.
Nice.
There will always be those who question your leadership.
Correct.
Which is why you need allies you can rely on.
These new ones that I haven't seen yet are pretty
Family.
good.
Mira has done everything she,
She
can
looks
in
like
King's
if
Landing,
Sansa and
but there are
Catelyn
others
did
who
the
can help
fusion
us.
dance.
What about your brother, Asher?
Yes.
Malcolm told me. You want to bring him back.
He's a skilled fighter. But what's more, he has the will to fight. A hunger for it. He always protected you and your sister. And we need all the help we can get.
But
Why would you bring him back after you exiled
Why
him?
did they exile
He
him?
exiled himself. He has no desire to rule. Asher is volatile. But
Yes,
that
I
is
said
his
we have
strength,
39, and
you
immediately
remember
after me
from last
mentioning it
year
on stream, we're up to
how we
43.
tormented
Nice.
you? I wanted to intervene, but your father said Ethan must fight his own battles. But when Asher saw it, he didn't take a breath. He grabbed the miller's boy by the neck. That was his first instinct. Asher knocked out half the poor boy's teeth.
I do hear Asha every time.
Of course, your father was furious.
This human
But you
being
were
is
in
mentioned.
danger, and there was nothing else Asher needed to know. Asher does not hesitate.
I'm just saying Asher with a British accent
You
is
have
Asha.
many fine qualities. But you do not have that anger inside you.
I'm gonna not mention.
It's something
I'm
we
not
could
saying it.
use. You're a thinker, Ethan. You contemplate, and a lord needs that. But a lord also needs swords.
Oh,
Adult
don't you,
beverage for this
don't
game.
you worry.
Yeah,
we got the
it
adult
helps.
beverages ready to rock. Every time something
Surely
stupid
they,
happens,
surely
yeah,
they mean Yara.
every time they do mean Asha and don't.
I'm
call her
trying to
Shirley.
do what's best for this family. What this family needs.
Asher, I hardly know her.
Ethan, let me send Malcolm
Things
to
Daenerys
Essos.
said. I want to keep Malcolm here. What do you think? Wait, no. Send Malcolm to Essos so that he can bring back the other dude. Go get the other dude.
Fine. Malcolm will go to Essos and bring Asher back.
Yar, a Forester.
Thank you, Ethan. I'm glad you will let me do this.
All right.
Know that you never stand alone. You are a Forester. Mira stands with us, and she may be able to help us yet.
Okay, cool. We got people coming in. I haven't really identified what the problem is yet. You know? We don't really have a conflict yet. Examine. Oh, can I just palm these things? I have played enough adventure games, Zach. I'm gonna take every single one of these. Please, yeah, take it. It's mine. I do not care about the consequences. We are taking every single interactable item in the game that it will let us take.
Of course. You've played old Sierra games.
Yeah,
You're gonna get to some point where it's like, oh, I needed to combine my key with those grapes.
Yeah, it turns out that I needed to combine the seal with the candle to make a button of wax.
Oh. Lady Margaery is still with the king. I thought you'd want to know.
Thank you.
Mira,
I've played a lot of King's Quest.
The other day when you asked Lady Margaery
I played
for help,
the
only
Indiana
spoke out of
Jones
fear
and the
for
Fate of
her.
Atlantis. Don't you worry, I know what to do.
I want to help you.
Great, now we'll never see Malcolm shirtless. Wait, is there a shirtless Malcolm scene in here that we missed?
I'm so sorry!
Imagine how you must feel.
You're sweet to offer, Sarah. Thank you.
Lady Margaery is always saying how important friends and allies are in King's Landing. Just know, I will be here for you if you ever...
Hello.
My lady, I'll leave you to talk.
We need the seal because we're gonna take it to an aquarium and we're gonna use it to eat a fish. Is everything on? Oh, I'm gonna be quiet. Be quiet.
The king was not inclined to offer help for your family. I'll need this mended.
Gods.
Look at that shot transition.
He said I was too easily swayed. And he reminded me that I am not yet his wife. I allayed his fear. For now. But it will be a long time before I can ask him for anything again. Nothing I said could cheer him.
I'm gonna stay quiet again.
He wouldn't even speak to me when I left him. You've nothing to say?
See? Hold on. Zach, quote,
yeah.
It will be a long time before I can ask him for anything again.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Technically, yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm unblocking that. I'm unblocking that, Steve. That's funny.
This is simply not how things are done, Mira. Not in King's Landing.
I'm sorry, my lady.
I didn't do it. You did it. You can't be mad at me.
Soon I will be queen. And maybe then I'll be in a better...
You should be mad at Joffrey for being a little shit, if anything. You asked for leniency towards my family, which is a fine thing to ask for.
Excuse me.
Joffrey blew up at you, which is an overreaction, and you're mad at me?
Yeah.
Mira Forrester? Notable character who doesn't do anything?
Joffrey should be less terrible, and you should have a better understanding of how terrible Joffrey is.
Begging your pardon, milady. I hope I didn't frighten you.
How long have you been there?
How long have you been waiting there?
Not long. I was just passing by when I saw you emerge from Lady Margaery's room.
Was that why you were
I hope you
creeping on
saw.
the stairs?
I was right before. About Lady Margaery and Queen Cersei. I just want you to know, I can help you if you'd like. And your family, if you're willing to trust me. I hear all sorts of things. Things that could be useful for you.
How can you help?
How can you help me? My problems can't be solved by what you might overhear.
That's not
Which is
true.
why you must trust me, milady. You need allies. Hopefully I've proven I can be useful
Oh my god, are we gonna start our own little spider web?
I'm sorry.
Let's go!
I really must go.
Please don't despair. I know people who...
If he's supposed to be a little bird, it's interesting that they decided to let him talk and have a tongue and all these things.
Zach, I'm taking a drink because that bit with Margaery was stupid.
Yes, it is. It's very stupid.
Yes. What Kingsguard knight was that? Was that Kingsguard outfit? I think so.
I don't think so. And pause. I thought it was just a golden cloak.
No,
it's a golden cloak.
That's Kingsguard. No, it's the 3 ridges on the top. That's the same thing that Gregor Clegane wears in after he's brought back to life.
That might just be because they need to hide his face.
Who is that? No, we saw his face. Who was that? Which
Definitely
king's
a
got
white cloak. What's a white cloak?
Which kettle black was that?
Hybrid.
Which kettle black was that? Who are you?
Oh, he's got a white cloak.
Who are you? Who is that guy?
Maybe I'm wrong.
Grayson says no one important, and
Where's
that could be
Sir
said
Royland?
of everyone in this game.
He should be here. The man values pride more than honor. We'll do
Steve
without
says
him.
it was Grey Fox
And without
from
King's
Oblivion, and I don't get that
I
reference,
know
but I
you'd
assume
hoped
it was
Mira
funny.
could help us.
It's Grey Fox
Confident
from Metal
we've
Gear
enough
Solid.
strength of our own. Your men stand ready to act
It's
if
Grey
needed.
Fox from the metal level of Super Smash Brothers.
The gods haven't favored us, have they?
My lord, remember our words. Iron from ice.
Okay.
From that which seems hopeless comes strength.
Those are stupid words.
Iron from Ice is a very stupid motto, yeah.
Isn't this a lovely pile of timber?
That's
Not the place I'd want to be if there was a fire.
I guess that's a more explicit threat.
Ironwood is near impervious to flame, my lord.
Near impervious to flame.
Is it?
Well, why don't they make more boats out of
May
it?
I introduce Lord Ramsay,
Stannis could have used that.
Bolton, son of Roose Bolton. Although a bastard, Lord Ramsay has the full authority of
Thank
the
you,
Warden of the...
Lord. That's enough. Who is this little boy? Is he lost?
Shall we begin?
Lord Ramsay, shall we begin? We do not wish to waste your time.
I'm afraid it's too late for that. Aren't you the little lord? Lord Whitehall told me you were young, but this... Look at you.
Aren't you like 19?
A token for the new Warden of the North.
Let me guess. Forrester Ironwood.
Carved by our most skilled craftsmen.
Ironwood. Doesn't look like much.
No one can match
No
us.
one
Yeah, no one can match our skill.
We're talking up.
Talk
We're talking
yourself up a little bit.
So,
Ooh.
not bad. Lord Whitehill, can your lot do this?
Given enough time, we could learn...
Given enough time, you could do a great many things. But not this, apparently. It seems the Foresters have a talent for something after all.
I'm gonna be quiet.
Lord Ramsay, we have another gift we'd like to offer your father. There are several ironwood groves along the borders.
Let Duncan jump in.
All producing tall, strong trees. We'd like to give your father 2 of these groves in tribute.
Give him. He is your warden. What's yours is already his. Look at that. More Foresters.
Lord Ramsay?
Come out where I can see you.
Gross. I love
We
his
really
cardigan
must
his
focus on the
mom's wearing.
business at hand.
Say nothing.
Say, yep. Yep.
Lord Ramsay, please. The Lord wishes to speak with you.
First, let's see you bend the knee to my father, Lord Bolton, Warden of the North.
I mean, we kind of
Words are
have to
wind.
do that, right?
Yeah, we have to kneel.
We don't really have much of a choice in that matter. Unless we're planning on
My lord.
sparking the rebellion in this room right now.
That wasn't so hard.
Yes.
Was it?
Which would have some plot implications if we did.
Here's the thing. I don't care about your loyalty.
Then why are we here?
And I care even less about a bunch of trees on some far-off hill.
So why are we here?
Yeah, why are we here?
The Crown, however, wants what you've got. Whatever you've been supplying the Starks for centuries. Ships, shields, chamber pots. I expect you'll do the same for us. My father has promised as much to the king. You wouldn't want to make him a liar, would you?
Oh, go
That
crash a
wouldn't
wedding.
reflect well on me.
No, Lord Ramsay.
No, Lord Ramsay.
That's a good little lord.
You can't trust a Forester. They murdered our men.
It was a Forester Squire who did it. One Whitehill soldier dead. One Bolton. Yet your man...
You're mistaken.
You mistaken? Oh, I didn't think
Our men are dead. Yours lived. Then you welcomed me into your hall like a proper lord, hoping I wouldn't linger outside long enough to notice your pathetic little army. That sort of insolence from one of our loyal bannermen will not do.
This seems
so
also kind of good.
A solution that will benefit everyone. The Whitehills will be taking control of your ironwood from this day forward.
What? The ironwood? But...
That is our livelihood.
Then you'd better well find another fucking job.
That's a good
You can't do that.
Why not? You know something the Whitehills don't?
Yes.
We are talking about trees. You grow them.
We are the true craftsmen.
Down.
We have craftsmen who make the finest weapons. The Whitehills have no such craftsmen. Do you want ironwood for the next 5 years, or the next 50 generations?
The little lord does have a point. We'll try this. Lord Whitehill will take half of your ironwood, and we'll see who fares better.
But my lord...
Half of something is better than the nothing you had before. To ensure there's no trouble, Lord Whitehill will install a garrison of 20 men.
20 good men.
At Ironrath.
The Lord who's defeated Sans Baratheon.
Ethan.
They'll help maintain the king's peace. And make sure there's
Yeah,
no
say nothing.
trouble.
Oh, this will cause more
I'm so
trouble,
sorry.
not less.
Not for me.
Not for me.
Yeah, I agree with Silver. That's actually like a fairly reasonable thing. Like, I don't know how this works, so we're gonna run a
You
test.
have a man you trust?
Yeah, no, I was about to say, Ramsay's actually making a good decision here. If the Lord Whitehill thinks he's a better craftsman, you should give him some resources to prove it, and if he's wrong, you can just give him back to the Foresters later. It's actually not that irrational of a deal. It's not great for the Foresters, who currently have a monopoly, but... Like, the Whitehills might be entirely correct that the monopoly is not allowing the best crafts to be made. This is a totally fair argument.
Yeah, this is actually fairly, you know...
Lord Ramsay.
He's being, like, angry and threatening, but...
Are you Lord Ethan's older sister?
I'm
I was gonna
twin,
say,
my lord.
he's being far less threatening than usual.
Well, like the Queen and her brother. Well, hopefully not just like the Queen and her brother.
That's kind of funny.
I never had a sister. Always wanted one.
We have more to discuss.
We have more to discuss, Lord Snow.
I have an idea. You'll come with me.
Okay, now
you
he's
can
no
be
longer
my
being
highborn
reasonable.
ward.
Lord Ramsay, that's enough.
Do you like hunting?
Let her go.
She's quite pretty, your sister. We'd get along
take
well.
me instead?
Take me instead.
My lord, if you want a hostage, take me.
I suppose you can stay. Aren't you the brave lord?
Oh my God! Jesus Christ!
What have you done?
But I don't want brave.
Oh my God!
Far too much trouble.
Ethan! Ethan! No!
Even though you did bend the knee. I think we've come to an understanding.
What, Ethan?
I certainly feel better about all this.
What have you done?
However, the Foresters need to keep their end of the bargain.
Holy shit!
Take the boy as your ward.
No!
Kill him if they give you any trouble.
Brian!
Lovely meeting all of you. We'll have to do it again sometime.
Somebody help him! Fetch the mace so quickly!
You brought this on yourself.
Mother!
Stop!
Don't take me!
Let it go!
This works really well in the context of the game. I have problems with being show canon, but it is compelling, if nothing else. Look what your decisions led to. It also would have happened if we had made different decisions.
Jesus Christ! Holy shit!
Yeah.
F in chat for
Ethan
Forrester,
sacrificed
please.
himself for
Yeah,
us all.
F's in chat.
He saved Talia's life. He'll be remembered as Ethan the Brave.
I think we have to take a drink because that was definitely us
Lord
dying.
Ethan named me
Yeah.
Sentinel.
True.
I will lead this house.
Just because it was
Our
unavoidable
sisters
doesn't mean it's not us
asked us to swear
dying.
loyalty to her son, And you flat out refused.
We can't let them hurt Ryan too. We have to stop them.
We do not.
Are we doing another chapter?
There
or
are
no?
those who will fight for
what
us.
time is it?
Those who hold.
It is 7:36. I have somebody moving into my apartment relatively soon, but if you want to keep going, I won't stop you.
Until Ryan
is
is
a great
home
place
again.
to stop at.
Our house will not.
That's true. We can just do a stream per chapter.
Yeah.
Nothing comes without a cost, my lady. Are you prepared for what might happen?
That was wonderful. That was a great.
Yeah,
Holy
like I
shit.
said, I have the fewest problems with this chapter, and I think the ending is fun at the very least. Having Ramsay show up is always good because Ramsay can do just about anything, and you can justify it because it's Ramsay.
Yeah. Oh my god, that was fantastic. Thank you everyone for watching. Thank you.
Thank you everyone for watching.
Yeah. Oh my lord. Thank you once again, Forge, for the super chat. That was overwhelmingly kind of you.
Very kind of you. Thank you so much.
This is ridiculous.
It is kind of ridiculous.
We're gonna try to stream some Saturdays. I think is gonna be what we're gonna be doing.
I think our goal is to attempt to stream as many Saturdays as we can that we don't upload a video, and maybe more. We'll see. It's going to depend on our schedules and a lot of other things. But you will see more of this game in the future.
My God. Holy
yes, as Redreal says, submit all your secret targets to the nerd poll, 100%. Secret Targaryens to the nerd poll.
Ramsay went Joker mode, sicko mode. This was inevitable. Oh my lord. He used up all his rationality here. That's why he's so batshit later in the show.
Yeah, he makes his one rational decision in this game, and then it's like, okay, that's enough rationality for one lifetime.
Steve says this game was much less hot garbage than I was promised, and I agree. This was actually, like, this. I had a great time.
It's either chapter 3 or 4 that made me rage quit. This, I should know, I kept playing this game. I think chapter 1 is way, way, way better than the rest of the chapters. There's still some dumb stuff in it. It's still like season 5 quality at the best of times. But Garrett Tuttle and Ethan are really interesting characters. The problem is that Ethan is a character precisely for this one chapter, and then he has a unfortunate throat stabbing incident that you all saw.
Everyone is warning us, saying it will get worse, and I'm so excited.
It gets much worse from what I've played, and yes, if this is the high water mark, this still, like, everything in King's Landing was dumb. Everything in King's Landing was very dumb.
If you're watching this or watching the VOD, please make sure that you subscribe so that you can see Zach's cock on OnlyFans.
That's true. My Clash of Clans on OnlyFans.
Yeah, your Clash of Clans on OnlyFans.
Yes.
All right, everybody.
Is the mean Telltale game as a math? That's correct.
Thank you all very much for joining us. I had a
thank you for watching. We really appreciate it.
Yeah. All right, Zach, we're done. Goodbye. We'll see you next time.
Goodbye. See you next time for chapter 2.
Yeah.
Bye.